Yeah, what is up? What is up? We are back in the house tonight on a Thursday night, and mid June, June 15th.
I know,
So
crazy, right?
yeah, it's just flying through the year pretty quickly. Actually, compared to last year, I think we're like on a tear this year. So
My mom and dad wasn't wrong. He said, as the older you get, the more quicker the time goes. And I agree with that.
yeah, it starts to fly a little bit. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean the COVID kind of slows stuff down through those periods, it seemed, but
Is it because you pay more attention to the time as you get older? Because when you're little kids, like, it feels like summer was forever. You know what I mean? Like, summer school or, summer break was like forever.
honestly, I think it's because we start to count down how much time we may have left.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like you take time in and
Yeah.
cherish the time, so you just goes faster. It seems.
At a certain point, you hit a level where you're like, I'm closer to going out than when I came in. You know?
You're right, exactly.
So,
Running down the slope of that hill.
yeah. Oops. Yeah, so I think that kind of plays into it a little bit as well. It's kind of like,
No, I think it totally does.
I'm on the back nine. What's going on?
You're right. This nine got actually 36. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Trying to get some playoff holes there, stretch it out a little bit longer. Right. So yeah. So I think that kind of plays into it. But no, it's definitely been going quickly through the year here, and second half of the year, a couple weeks away. So we'll see what happens. But you got a nice little scenic view from the back deck there. It makes you feel like you're on the back nine on a golf course there.
I wish I was in the back nine.
But they play through. Speaking of golf, I was
Double D. This little Double D be coming in like
yeah, Double D be coming through there.
I'm actually playing Saturday, so
nice. Have you played a few times this year?
Played once.
That's one more time than I did.
About
actually.
Let's see. Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like it rains every freaking weekend that you're off. And of course, last weekend we had our daughter's graduation, so I couldn't play that weekend. But
yeah,
she's got to work. Shannon's got to work this weekend, so I was like, my buddy was like, "I got a tea time at 3. Were you in?" I was like, "Yes, I'm in."
Ooh, that's like right in the middle of the day though. It might be hot there with that humidity coming through.
It might be, but it's supposed to rain pretty much Sunday on the rest of the next week, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
at least chances of, anyway.
You start getting that Midwestern weather coming through and stuff.
Right,
so,
right. So you kind of got to take advantage when you can.
Yeah, there's now. She's getting closer on time, so.
So I may or may not have been day drinking downtown today. So, sorry, we literally just walked in the door.
Nothing
that
wrong.
Could happen.
I did a little bit of that after work myself, so.
Yeah.
It was my first day off in a while, so.
And she's still out day drinking somewhere. I have no idea, but she may be here. She may not. We'll see.
Well, it's always good if she comes in day drinking because we know it's going to be a fun little time there.
Oh, I'd say give her about another 45, about 9:30ish. She probably will come. Slobber knocking as usual.
Yeah. So where'd you day drink at today?
Oh goodness, we went downtown to the Riverwalk.
Mm-hmm.
So right along the river in Chicago, there's a whole bunch of bars and restaurants that are just set up right along the water, and there's this walkway that you just go and you just hit one after the other after the other after the other, and
sounds like an amazing time.
We 100% had a great time. The last one only sells their drinks in buckets, if that's any indication of what a great time we had.
Consolation prize, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the best prize of all.
No, I know, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
You're talking good beer in the buckets, or is this like domestics?
No, actually, I had a painkiller.
Oh.
So painkiller is creme de coco with pineapple, orange, and fresh ground nutmeg, and then Pusser's rum. It has to be Pusser's rum which is the official rum of the British Navy when they were doing the whole fighting the pirates thing. So it has to be Pusser's rum, which is from the Caribbean. Lovely. Well, it's a terrible, terrible, terrible rum. Don't ever drink it by itself. But in a painkiller, it's the only rum that works. So yeah, definitely had a bucket of painkillers, which my last name is Payne, so that's fun. Fun.
Goes hand in hand.
But it was a good time, and we had a blast. So the last place we went to was the Tiki Hut down on the Riverwalk, and they have little boats that go up and down the river that you can drink, and there's a slide off the back if you want to drown yourself in water dirtier than the Thames. It's up to you, but you know.
people actually jump in the river. I've been to Chicago many a time. I just never imagined nobody jumping in the river.
People do.
Not on purpose.
There are
Stumble.
They have a lot of kayak tours up and down the river, so I assume some of those people get some of the water in them.
Oof.
I don't know that I would do it personally, but as far as bodies of water go, it's not the dirtiest one in the United States, so I will take that, I guess.
No, I've seen people kayak on the Ohio River, and I'm like, dude, that's got to be splashing around. You do not want that in your mouth.
People do that. People do that here all the time on the Ohio, kayaking or jet skiing, whatever. It's like I watered skied. I was like, ain't no way I'm doing it again. I'm not doing it again.
You need to go hit a lake.
Toxins in that day to last forever. Like I'm not doing it no more.
Yeah, that's just you gotta get shots after doing that if you do it.
Right. For sure.
Well, you hear about people swimming the English Channel, and there's a little part of my soul that's like, English Channel, not gonna happen.
But I feel like the English Channel will be cleaner than the stuff that we have over here. I just feel like they probably pick up their litter nicely compared to what we do. So it's kind of like
depends on all the people that pee in it, though.
Well, the fish pee in it. So because, I mean,
just because, I gotta go. So I gotta go.
I think about people that go to the ocean and piss in the ocean. It's like.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never pissed in. I've just never done it. Like, I get up, I go to the bathroom. I've never pissed in the ocean.
I was one of those until I found out everybody else did. So I was like, why the hell not? Might as well. I mean,
I lived in the Caribbean for 3 years. I definitely have. So, not saying anything.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
I worry about when I do that though. Is like, you hear those stories on the news where something swims up while you're doing that. Like,
wow.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I was like, I don't know about that. And that scared me for a long time. I'm like, yeah, what the hell? Might as well.
So where I lived in the Caribbean wasn't all touristy. So sometimes you would hike a half hour to get to a beach that the tourists aren't going to get to because you have to hike a half hour to get to the beach. So when you get to that beach, there's no bathrooms. I'm sorry.
Do what you got. Do what you got to do, right?
What you got to do.
Yes.
I mean, guys all guys need is a tree. So.
Yeah, girls, it's a little different. The ocean's a lot more handy for us, honestly.
I know.
I guarantee it.
Playing softball, there was girls that would go into the woods. When there was nothing around the field. They go with the buddy system. Right. So.
Mm-hmm.
But you got JT in the house. What is up, JT? First, no curtains. Now, no windows. Right?
I know.
He's got it all going on. Big Daddy, cheers, sipping the Le Fin du Monde from Unibrew. Yeah, I actually picked up that variety pack. I did an unboxing recently.
I was going to say, he was on that last week, wasn't he?
I don't know if he did that one last week or.
Well, not maybe that one, but the Unibrow, whatever.
Yeah. I know I talked about it from the packet I got. That's the deal.
With any of those, honestly, they're so good.
Well, 6-pack and 2 glasses for $15.99. That was a pretty good deal.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, speaking of the French Canadians, got Gilbert in the house. Cheers, buddy. And I need to crack my beer open. So I'm going to drink another one of these big pineapple double IPAs. That's what I'm going to drink. So I don't know what you guys are drinking right now. Mal's eating. She got the munchies from the drinking. Ooh, Energy City.
Energy City. Bistro fruity marshmallow treats.
Nice.
Flavored Berliner style ice beer is what it says.
Bush. Got some. That
I
a
got
regular?
it super light. I've been day drinking all day.
Is it the regular? Is it the regular Bush?
Yeah.
Bush
We've
Light?
got
No, it's
got
just
Bush.
Bush. Just
We-
Bush.
But you think-
No Bush Light. I gotta take it easy though. I just
Not
drink all
even
day.
the peach Bush or the apple Bush or just a regular
No, it's
Bush.
just straight Bush, normal. No Bush Light, no nothing, just Bush.
Nothing normal about that nowadays.
No,
You're right.
I need some. This is literally
In the glass, Todd. In the glass.
I know.
Rod, this is the lowest ABV I have in my fridge.
Why
Literally,
you don't got to cut back for ABV because of us? You keep going big.
Go big or go
I'll
home.
say stupid things all night and be awkward.
Why stop
I
now?
gotta chill out.
Don't worry, Shannon will be here soon, so
I was
you'll
gonna
be
say,
good.
why stop now? Why stop now?
I like to get awkward in like the last hour. I don't like to get awkward in the first hour. I try to hold myself back a little bit.
We can start off awkward. It's all right.
Well, I mean, I'm always awkward, but not drunk awkward. I try to save the drunk awkward to the end.
So Mal, how close are you to Energy City?
Very close, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
They're what, 40 minutes from us? Just about?
Nice. So we get them every now and again. When I see them,
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
I gotta go pick them up. I gotta pick it up. So this is the new one that just.
And their
Listen.
stuff is good too. They
Yeah,
have
I know.
Marshmallow
Yeah,
treats.
yeah.
Did it say peanut butter marshmallow treats?
No, the fruity.
Oh, okay, fruity. Okay,
marshmallow treat, yeah.
kind of like Fruity Pebbles
Fruity
logo.
marshmallow treats.
It's like the Fruity Pebbles logo.
Mhm.
I went
But
posty
I
that
don't-
shit.
I don't- Oh, there it is. 6.5 ABV, which is pretty good for Berliner Weissen, I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't say Berliner, but a style is the Weiss.
Berliner Weiss. Berlin
Yeah.
Weiss. So for those that weren't here last week, the Big Pineapple Double IPA New Zealand Double IPA 8.2 ABV. This was one of the 4-pack I had picked up. So I'm actually getting into some of the New Zealand hops that I've had a few times thus far. Starting to pop up a little bit more of some of the IPA stuff.
That is definitely fruit forward for sure. Kind of makes me think of it like
That helps with the name, I guess.
the gummy worms, like the sour worms.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of what it feels like, but it's good though. It's really good. I do like it. And definitely get like the mellow marshmallow vanilla-ish type flavor to it, with the sour fruit on top of it.
You know they got Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows now?
I saw that.
I saw it at the store today. I did not know they did that. Like,
They got the Fruit Loops with the marshmallows in it also, which is
Yeah.
phenomenal.
I thought Lucky Charms had it. I thought Lucky Charms had it locked down with marshmallows and stuff, but
I'm not a big
Lucky
fan
Charms,
of the,
man.
yeah.
of the
I'm all about the Lucky Charms.
or Fruit Loop. Yeah, no, it was the Fruit Loops with the marshmallows.
With the marshmallows. I don't know if I want the Fruit Loop with the marshmallows. Yeah.
It was good. It was really good.
The Fruity Pebble sounds interesting,
But the
though.
Fruity Pebbles get too soggy too fast, though, for me.
They do get soggy fast. Yeah.
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 You gotta be quick.
I like the Cocoa Pebbles. I was all about the Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah.
Drinking the milk after. Chocolate milk. Heck yeah.
There you
I was all
go.
up on that.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess as a kid, it was Lucky Charms, but then it was also Frankenberry had marshmallows in their stuff. So
Well, it was all the was the
Count Chocula
Count Chocula
and the
yeah,
Blueberry.
Yeah.
But I was never a huge fan of those ones. I just, yeah.
Me too.
I'll tell you though, as a kid, it was Life cereal, the cinnamon Life cereal, and Honey Bunches of Oats. Those were my favorites. They always were.
The Life cereal I used to eat a lot of. I can't
Who's
remember
like-
the Honey
yeah.
Bunch of Oats I never really got into as much. But that came
Yeah.
out later on when I
That
was
looked like Cheerios, but they were bigger, and then they had like oatmeal pieces in the middle of the Cheerio. So they were like filled in Cheerios with like,
it's like
Oats.
like nut clusters.
but they were like honey clusters. It
Yeah.
was quite tasty. I really enjoyed it as a kid.
That sounds good. Because I always like the not the normal Cheerios, but what was the other one that was supposed to be better for you? The honey
Honey Nut?
Cheerio or what? Honey oat, whatever.
Honey
Honey
Nut
Nut
Cheerio with
Cheerios.
the B for your heart.
I always, I
Cholesterol.
always like that one. I always thought that was good.
Now, if Cheerios snuck some marshmallows in it, that might be something to consider.
But
Cheerios
the
itself
Honey Nut
is like,
Cheerios, I couldn't eat with milk.
You couldn't eat with milk.
No, I couldn't eat the Honey Nut Cheerios with milk. I had to eat them as a snack, like a finger,
Oh,
you
probably
know,
made them a snack like thing.
as a
Yeah,
dry
just like pick
snack.
them. Yeah, yeah.
The Honey Nut Cheerios I had to have dry, but all the other cereals I had to have with milk. That was the only one that I wanted as a snack.
Hmm. Honey Nut Cheerios. Interesting. As a snack, which I've done. So
They're quite good as a snack. I mean, little babies are doing it all the time. They got the mom comes with a little Ziploc baggie of the Cheerios, right? Like
yeah,
it's always the Honey Nut Cheerios. So
they
they're
have
quite
their milk. They
tasty.
have their milk separate when they're babies. So
That's true.
I need something to follow that milk I just had. Got some Cheerios.
If
Like
you throw the cereal into the bottle,
right.
they can't get the cereal out. So
You know something. You know something.
have a little bowl here. Hey, mom, hit a couple pumps for me.
Couple squirts, just a couple squirts, please.
Oh man.
Uh,
See, Big Daddy said everybody pees in the ocean. I have buddies with toys on their boats with no bottom, just those. I've never done it personally. I'm just saying I've never done it. Just haven't. I'm that guy that gets up and goes to a little outhouse type thing there.
So went on a friend's boat. He had a coffee can in the corner, and it had numbers and letters on the side. And I'm like, what does that mean? And it said 4 U 2 P
Pee.
N. For
There you
you to
go.
pee in.
For you to pee in. Yeah.
Yeah, I asked him what it meant, and he stared at me like I was stupid. And then he wouldn't give me sharp things to play with. So, it's fine.
Well, we've got a little can there. He's
goes
trusting. He's got a little can there. He's trusting a lot of people with good aim. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think most people used it, actually, but
I aim for the cannon, but drinking half acre Vallejo, very
but
nice.
the ocean's
JT.
easier to hit.
Right. Todd's Energy City will be badass once it warms, Big Daddy says.
yes, for sure.
Latest how to drink as Greg making drinks with sugary breakfast cereals.
Huh.
You know what? I mean, that's not a bad idea because you're basically looking at another grain being a substance, right? So that definitely works. Oh shit, a blast from the past. Cinnamon Life for the win. Absolutely top tier for me. Cheers, everyone. What?
I talked about Cinnamon Life cereal. That's one of my favorites.
Joe needs to bring his ass. He needs to bring his ass up here.
I know.
Yeah,
Joe knows what's going on.
Joe,
The
join
Cinnamon
us.
Life cereal was always the best because what was the kid? Billy?
Mikey.
Billy,
Close,
Mikey.
Mikey. That was it. Love the Cinnamon Life cereal. I still love it. I have it downstairs,
Bill,
literally right now.
That's fine too.
Can't get enough of the stuff.
Cinnamon Life was good, but as a kid, I couldn't say it was the best up there.
I
Just
loved
because that was more like the teenage, like when you got to the teenage. Like when you're a kid, I think you're more in that. I think of the more funner type stage. Cookie Crisp, Sugar
Life.
Pops, all that kind of stuff. Sugar
Sometimes
Smacks.
I wanted sweet, sometimes I wanted cinnamon.
Yeah.
So.
But like I said, it's a good cereal. I didn't hate it.
And it's expensive compared to some of the others, which makes me cranky.
Yeah.
It's a lot more expensive than Cheerios, and I'm like, damn it. But I really want that cereal.
A lot more goes into it than Cheerios, for sure.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like the sours of the cereal aisle. You got to pay a little bit more for it.
I know. You're right.
Pay for what you get. Pay for what you
Actually, Life's a little more healthy. All the healthier cereals cost a little more. Like I get Special K. I get Special K protein, and it's like $5 something a box. And I can get 2 Kellogg's for $5 on something. I can get like.
And you know damn well it comes from the same damn place. They just want to market that
says
healthy, organic, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, no, stay away.
Well, see, Chew loves the granola cereals. All of those. Those are his absolute favorite. But honestly, they charge us an arm and a leg for the
They do.
cereals up here, especially with the yogurt. What's up? Oh yes, he's reminding me that I can share the live stream.
Oh, thanks, Chew. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Chew. What do you call it now? Happy hour with Rod J and Co. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's because you get like Whole Foods and even the regular store, you see stuff like that, and it's just like $7, $8, $9 depending on what you're looking at, possibly. So
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous how much they charge for those now.
it costs you money to be healthy.
I know. It's like that's all right. I'll just die.
Yeah.
2 days
Yeah.
sooner than eating healthy. With $10 more in my pocket than normal.
We give you 3 cans of Chef Boyardee for 1 healthy choice meal.
Right.
Oh, SpaghettiOs with meatballs, not the tomato and cheese sauce. It has to be just the tomato sauce. You can't do that tomato and cheese sauce. It's weird.
Was that your favorite SpaghettiOs, the one with the meatballs?
Oh, SpaghettiOs with meatballs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was mine. But some people,
cheese sauce.
some people like the hot dog ones because they had a hot dog one too.
Oh, the hot dog
The
ones
Franks
were
with the Franks.
With the
Yeah,
Franks, yeah,
that's-
and then some were just plain, just straight up SpaghettiOs, nothing with it.
And then I got to be
Get
like
the
an
Frank
adult.
above the bean.
Well, I got to be an adult, and they did the SpaghettiOs with
beans above the
meatballs.
Frank. Yeah.
Or the beans above the
Goofballs. But I got to be an adult. I went back to the store. I was out of college. I went back to the store. I went to get SpaghettiOs and meatballs because I was like craving it. I was away from home. I was sad, whatever. But I went to the store and they had Disney Princess SpaghettiOs and meatballs, and like the noodles were like Disney princesses. I was like, where was this when I was a child? I would
Right?
love this. But I still bought it because So
Why not? Yeah,
right.
of course.
So yeah, Disney Princess SpaghettiOs and meatballs with the tomato sauce, not the cheese sauce. All is well with the world.
I was about to say, Joe, I was about to send you a thing. If you're not working, you need to get your ass up here.
No, I was gonna say it. I just messaged like, come on. And he's like, I'm at work, but if I could do voice only, if Rod's cool with it, it's like, yes,
Oh,
should.
Jesus, him with the not showing the face anymore. I tell you,
I know, right? That's old school. SEO school Joe, right
that's
there.
old school Joe.
Yeah.
I think he's being careful who he can associate with. Maybe he's back in witness protection again.
It could be. It could very well be.
He hangs with guys from.
That makes sense.
He hangs with guys. He hangs with guys from Canada. You just don't know.
That makes sense. Right.
Yeah, if
If
he's
not,
doing
that's the story you should
protection
go
the
with.
second time, he's done it wrong.
Yeah.
He said he would try to sneak it if you're okay with it, but just be voice only. I'm like, kind of like old times. Why not?
That would be like throwing it back to the old days there. You like
I know.
voice only.
I can go voice only.
I remember when Joe and Drunken One used to do that when we first started, way back when. And I thought Joe was like in his 50s back then.
Yeah.
Because he sounded so, this way he spoke is like, so like.
Joe is like Christopher Walken's character in Joe Dirt. Like nobody can know he's there, you know?
Right.
They're like, you saved him. No, Joe saved him. Joe.
No, I was like the guy last week where I can put cool pictures as my little icon. So I stopped Cam and I don't have a cute icon. How did he do that?
You got to go in and add it to your thing.
Oh, I got to
Yeah,
figure
I
out
think
how
I
to
can.
do that.
Edit audio avatar. You click on the 3 dots to the right.
Oh, no.
Edit audio avatar? I don't see that anywhere on here. Settings?
It's 3. It's your screen. You
Now
have 3
you gotta
dots.
do
You
the
have
old
3 dots on the right. You go to the picture on your bottom. You have 3 dots on the right next to the microphone.
Next to the microphone. I don't have 3 dots next to my microphone.
So you can't.
That's an old member.
So nothing pops up where you can do something like that. Then
No, not at all.
it's got to be on there. How
Hold
much
on,
did you
I'm
drink
taking
today?
a screenshot for you.
How much was the day drinking? I need to
No, I'm
get you.
taking a screenshot so you can see right now.
I need to get you the tech guy.
Well, what do you call that?
You're right. Sneak him in the background. I don't know if he's a good option today, though, because he's been drinking a lot also. So.
Yeah, we've both been drinking a lot.
Chu comes in. IT.
I hear him coming too. I gotta figure this out before he gets up here.
You rang.
Who's the one on Saturday Night Live back in the day? He'd be the IT guy. It was Jimmy Fallon's character, and he's coming in like move, and he just take over, just like type it up.
Oh, it won't let me put
No, I was
a
thinking-
screenshot in this private
I
chat.
think when you said that, I was thinking of David Spade with the copy machine or whatever it was. Need more copies.
Oh, that was the copy guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was sit there
When you said
imitating him.
that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Well, that's just awkward. Little copy there. Send. Hey, I was able to send it to you on Instagram, but it wouldn't let me send it through the private chat. So I sent it to you through Instagram, my screenshot, because I'm not seeing any dots anywhere.
Yeah. How do you not have the dots there? So I
I
don't
don't
get.
have dots anywhere.
Todd, do you have dots on yours?
The 3 dots at the very top, those ones are
No,
like, do you
no, at
want
the
to see
bottom on your
this?
screen.
Well,
Like,
I know I don't have any dots. Oh wait,
Yes, it says
on
more.
my
It says
picture
it's
off
got
to
3
the side
dots
of
and it
that
says
one?
more.
yeah, the picture of you has dots down
On
there.
the picture.
But no,
Like
I'm
Joe,
saying
see how
something.
Joe has a picture on
Edit
his.
name and headline. Edit audio avatar. Yes, I found it.
I may have said that a little bit ago.
Well, I know, but I didn't know. I'm figuring it out.
Joe's on mute
I don't
again.
have a picture to put in there.
He's waiting for people to walk past his desk so he can talk.
He's like, I can talk, but I gotta talk fast.
Yay.
What's up?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, guys? Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what your work schedule is anymore.
It's
If you do work, you might be like Tommy or Martin. I don't even know if you have a job. I don't
It's
even know.
like-
If you,
That works,
yeah,
sort of.
it's like let's not talk about it, guys.
There you go. There you go. Oh, there you go, Mal. Now you
I
got
did
it.
it.
I feel as one with Mallory at this point.
yeah.
Oh,
guys got-
how dare she
No,
turn
we're,
her
we're
camera
very
back on?
similar right now.
What is this?
she's making you feel welcome.
Feels like old school Joe, way back when we knew what you looked like.
So what's new in your world, Joe?
Nothing.
Exciting stuff.
I see Joe late night popping up on people's shit sometimes. I was like, I didn't even know
Yes.
Joe knew this person.
There's so many people I really don't know that I end up on streams with at this point. Be like, hey, join my stream. I hop on. There's like 7 people that show up. I'm like, I don't know you're cool. I don't know you. I'm out.
F
See,
you,
I
F
gotta
you,
go.
F you, F you. You're cool.
Yeah.
F you. Yes.
Exactly. I'm out.
It's funny having Joe here tonight because I do have some Genesee beer news later on. So
I'm so excited.
I love Genesee.
Dude, I saw your video on the Anchor.
I got that in their article too. Yeah, we can talk
Okay.
about it. Yeah, no, you're good. We can talk about it. I mean,
My heart valve just twitched thinking about it.
here, I'll pull it up now. We can.
Yeah, that sucks. That does suck.
That pisses me off.
we can jump into the beer news even a little earlier.
So
So
angry.
Let's go.
Eric just said time to troll Joe in the comments.
yeah, they
Can
love.
I- okay,
a lot
listen.
of people in like a local beer group on
This-
Facebook that's posting all of the Anchor
Has this-
stuff. I was like,
This is still like anything, right? No PG. That your chat. It hasn't changed the show. We can still.
It hasn't really changed as much, although I think we kind of maybe matured a little bit more since.
Can I
we've
say
been here
that word
last.
at least once here?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Sure.
the
Okay.
funny
well,
thing is, the
Shannon's
funny
not
thing
here
is,
yet either. So
Yeah.
Shannon tries to censor herself, which is hilarious. to
Yeah,
watch.
that's. I've seen it. It's not possible.
no, for sure.
No, it's not. She
And then when
there's no.
she slips up, she feels real guilty about it.
Like, oh,
I say
I'm
this-
so sorry, but
I say this from the bottom of my broken heart, but fuck you, Eric Gilbert. I love him. But
you're right.
Oh yeah. Well, let's jump over to the little beer news then.
I wanted to.
We go high tech now, Joe. We go high tech, my friend.
all right, I was waiting for Dr. Dre to come in with his verse. I don't know what just happened.
I only got a certain amount of time before you get hit, so you got to cut it off short.
Yeah, you don't want to get flagged.
But since you brought it up, Anchor Brewing, so we can start off. That was going to be the last story. We'll start with the top story. Drops 49 states, ends Christmas ale after 47 years. You know what? Back 47 years for Christmas ale for Anchor?
That's crazy.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I knew it was long, at least 40 years. I didn't know exactly 47.
I feel like you have taps. Hit the button and play the taps right now because
Yeah. Well, if people haven't seen it, as Joe mentioned, I did a video on it earlier this week that you can see about the story behind it. From a business perspective, it actually makes sense when you think about it. Sapporo is now their parent company. They're going to look at the numbers a little bit more, and they're actually pulling 70% of their sales out of California. So then it becomes, is it worth us putting all this money out there to chase 30% from 23 from the other states, and then the other 7 from Europe or wherever else they're placing it. It's kind of like, you're probably stretching yourself too thin. And when we see a lot of craft breweries actually fall apart because of doing that, it makes sense for them to have to pull back some and say, hey, your major thing is right here.
Right.
Develop this more, along those lines.
No, it totally makes sense. But for us, it's like, really? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Who cares? Just keep bringing it.
But overall, like, do you see yourself where you drank a good amount of Anchor at all or any time? I mean, I think like some people have the tradition of trying to get the Christmas ale. I like to get the Christmas ale because I like to see what new tree they're putting on to, and they know they change the formula each year a little bit.
You're right, yeah.
But I don't know if there's enough persuasiveness out there from other people that were doing that.
No, when you put it that way, no, for sure. But it's still kind of one of those like, I still want to get it.
Now, to be entirely honest, I don't like Anchor.
I want to trade for it. I gotta have it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I was one of those who tried a few Anchor beers, and I was never impressed, not once. Honestly,
Really?
there was great stuff close to me that was way better, and I was like, nah, I'm good. So I'm not overly upset about this one, unfortunately. I know they're like a staple, and I know that they're like OG, and I know that's huge, but honestly, I was never really impressed with the flavor. I didn't like it. So that's just me, though. So I know I have my own things. So
that's what it's all about. Let's express yourself. Salt and Pepper said it.
To do a complete 180 from Mallory. On the other hand, though 2 reasons for Anchor for me being like a valued member of the craft beer world for myself personally is Anchor Porter was the beer that got me into craft beer. It was the first beer I loved. And the Christmas ale, I try it every year like you, Rod. And I get exactly what you're saying. I get why they did what they did. And it's not surprising. I mean, I think you're seeing a lot more lately with the bigger macro breweries buying these bigger craft breweries. And they go in the opposite direction with distro. You would think that distro would get better for these breweries. You're like, oh, they got a bunch of money behind them, maybe some, a distribution, positives from these sales. But more often than not, they go backwards. I go back to Consolation buying Ballast Point, and I remember being so excited because I'm like, oh, we'll get all their rare stuff. Yeah, that went backwards real quick to the point where Ballast Point was out of market. What's that?
You mean Kings and Convicts?
Well, that's after they sold them for pennies on the dollar, because Consolation originally bought them for $1 billion.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Many years ago. And then, big time. So I'm not surprised. Here's what I would say Anchor should do for the people who are upset in those 49 other states, basically the rest of the fucking country. They should do some, if they're going to only release Christmas ale in California, or even if it's at the brewery or whatever, and they're going to have everything in state, get with the 21st century, get into the 2022, 2023, offer online shipping.
Yeah.
If people want to buy your stuff, like if you told me right now they come out with a Christmas ale and I could buy it off their website and get it shipped to my house, I would totally buy a couple 6-packs when it gets released.
Right.
Yeah. The state that won't allow that.
Same thing here in New York. We usually don't have that option, but still, even so, they should offer it for the states who do, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who still drink a lot of Anchor Steam and Anchor Porter and the Christmas ale every year, and to just take that away after, I don't know how long they've distributed Christmas ale, Porter, and Steam beer, but it's been for a very long time. And it's like, rip it out of people's hands and be like, yeah, no, now we're just California only. There's no way for you to get it other than coming here is ridiculous.
Right.
But keep in mind, Christmas ale, even if you're in California, you're still not going to be able to get it probably, because they're only going to have a little bit of a release this year at the tap house. And they're not planning on making it next year. No.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm really pissed off.
Wow.
They might as well just
That's
close
rough.
it. Like, why even stay open?
Yeah. But, Joe brought the point, like Anchor Porter. And I think about Anchor, and I'm like, the Christmas ale, and I think of the Steam. And I've had the Porter before, but I feel like those two are the ones that drive people into trying Anchor, because of the whole California common and the only one you be able to call Steam beer in the country and blah, blah, blah. And then the Christmas ale for the holiday. But the Porter, the porter wasn't one that really did anything special for me. And then I think I had one of their IPAs one time, which wasn't anything that stood out either. So
Sam,
it's
To be
more
fair, I
just
never had the Anchor Porter.
Yeah, Liberty Ale.
I never
I'm
had
kind of on Joe's side on this though. I like the porter
mhm.
and the sale. For me, it was the porter also.
Maybe the Anchor Porter would have changed my mind about the company, but never had that one.
Old Foghorn was a good one. Their barley wine.
I never heard that. I never had that one, but I heard how good that one was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
had
good.
that one too. I wasn't overly happy with that either. So
Man, she's dropping anchor on you, son.
Mallory's just taking my mangled
Joe,
heart and crushing it even further right
I'm
now.
so sorry. I mean, Joe, you and I usually agree on beer.
I know. I'm
honestly.
gonna need
I
another
watch
fucking
videos,
valve replacement.
I know you and I usually agree on beer. This one, I can't be on board with.
Sorry, Joe.
Everything
Maybe you
I've
should
tried
have
from
joined
them,
next
I've been
week instead.
What a terrible decision to join
I
tonight.
can't
Just
help it. I'm
absolutely horrendous.
sorry. I do agree with you on just about every other beer. I just that one never got me. I don't know.
I can't believe
Well,
this is
if I even
happening
have
right
the
now.
order-
With that saying, Joe, you gotta go back to work now, right?
Yeah, guys. I'll see you later.
Oh, don't leave. Please
I
don't
gotta
leave.
go.
What happened? Can't talk about it.
Please don't leave.
Never mind.
No. I get. Here's the thing about Anchor. Like, I'm not in make believe land where I feel like for like a shelfie beer or like a big brewery, I think they're solid. But like nowadays, or even over the last 10 years, there are so many breweries that have surpassed them. Maybe not. I mean, I still think their stuff's quality. It's just, they only have a handful of beers. I honestly haven't had an Anchor in a while because for the longest time, we have not gotten distro. I mean, when I started the channel, I needed Todd to send me Anchor Porter so I could review it for my first beer review.
I totally did. I forgot about that. I
couldn't even get Anchor Porter here. So like,
Yes.
but we still see the Christmas ale every year. You see Steam, but like the Porter and everything else, that doesn't show up.
Hey, Joe, I totally forgot about that because he was like, oh, this is my first beer that got me into. I wanted that. I was like, if I can get it, I'll send it to you. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, how do I not get Anchor Porter here? This is ridiculous.
I don't know, right? Distribution is so dumb.
It's very dumb.
Well,
Eric wants to be kicked off the show, and I'm sad.
Well, it's like I said in the video. If you want to get it now, I know Big Daddy said he actually found a 12-pack. He went out and looked and got it. So it's still in the stores if you were getting distribution, but they're not going to be restocking. So
right, yeah.
You see it, don't pass it up.
That's what I've seen. Like everybody just stockpiling on that.
What's
hold back? I guess I don't know. It's like you got to drink.
The beauty about their distro, though, too, is that a lot of their beers can age. The porter, if you drink it 6 months old, a year old, is not going to be terrible like if it was a hop forward beer. Same thing with the steam beer. It's not going to be as good as fresh, but it's also not going to be like an IPA where you're like, oh, this isn't even the same beer. And especially the Christmas ale, it ages well. So it's like
it definitely ages well.
Yeah. So like if you find some later this year, whatever, I'm going to buy it. F it. Like, no other way to get it.
And they used to get the Christmas ale in those big major bottles too. You'd be able to get those.
Oh, the Magnums, dude.
Yeah.
You just take them to the dome piece yourself and
fucking
in a ditch the next day somewhere.
I may have been not done one of those on the video. I can't remember. I have to go back and check the archives. But yeah.
That was a good night. I can't remember it.
But before the next story, let me grab a couple comments. Big Daddy going back to the cereal peanut butter Captain Crunch. That was a good one too. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Who needs the roof of their mouth anyway?
No, man.
No one does.
You always like the taste, but you instantly regret it because the top of your mouth is just numb. It's just straight numb.
Shout out to CB who just got out of the sauna. And CB, 2 weeks, which you like to enjoy, will be legal here in Maryland. Will be the 20th state where it'll be legally sold here. So people are getting ready. Let me see here. Emerson's in the house. Cheers. Slamming some white. Whoa. Emerson, we got to talk.
What?
We got to talk. You're slamming some White Claws? Some White Claws.
According to sources, the black cherry goes hard. I'm not the source, but I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
The black cherry is lovely. I like the black cherry.
Are you putting that in the J BeerVentures stein? I hope you're not. I hope
he is. That'd be great.
The black cherry is good.
Listen, the Stein does not discriminate against any kind of alcoholic beverage, okay?
Ain't
As
no
long
laws.
as it has an ABV, we're good.
There are literally no laws with the claws.
Troll there, yeah. I heard about Wank Anchor. Well, yeah, so we were talking about that earlier, yeah. A lot of people were taken by surprise by that. Again, Sapporo's now their parent company, and they're on that that macro. So they're going to look at numbers and stuff a little bit more. Than that's the thing. Like a lot of craft breweries, it's all about the creativity. I just want people to enjoy my beer, blah blah. Macros come in, we're about the bottom line. Where are we not making money out of this thing? And that's what they're going to do. So
and craft beer has changed a lot even in the past 5 years. Where like almost everybody has their local or regional breweries. Where like a lot of these nationally distributed breweries, like they're losing market share big time out of state, and I get it.
Yeah.
Except for Modelo, apparently.
Yeah, and I still bring up, we talked about it many times before, but I used the example of Tallgrass out of Kansas. They stretched themselves too thin, and they made good beer, but they just pushed themselves too thin, and they ran into issues. So
very fat, very quick too.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe that thing. I forgot about them, honestly.
Yeah. Like Anchor a lot back in the 80s, but like Mel said, there are better options today. It's a time.
Thank you, James.
Recently, I may move there to
James
Anchor.
Joe.
There's some good in California. There's some not so good in California right now. Depending on part. Oh yeah, it's about to get crazy up in here.
Yeah,
up in here.
Yeah.
It's always like Liberty Ale.
Been drinking since like noon.
Coming in on the day drinking binge with Mal on the day drinking binge. Yeah, y'all want to stay tuned. After hearing your news, I got a 12-pack first one in years. Good, hearty, old school beer, but really won't miss it, Big Daddy said. But he got his 12 in.
Was that the porter or the steam?
That was I think you got the steam, right, Big Daddy? Let us know in the comments. You people live in dinosaur land.
That's why you don't read his comments. Have you not learned your lesson? You're on in like 7 years.
Where's the bandit? When you need the snowman, not just the bandit. The snowman's the one that hauls the beers. You got the snowman. Why would you do that?
Joe from Buffalo.
I was showing Shannon that I'm having a bush.
Yeah.
I have a bush.
All right.
We've got bush.
Wait, what's multiple bushes?
Welcome back, Joe.
We got it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Kick off the show. Totally canceled. 750 sessions, son. Have enough respect to not use the Rod J sign. Respect. There you go.
Come on, Emerson. You got it for it.
The only other question is, are you drinking the White Claws with pinky up? That's the other question.
Oh, that's the only way. Pinky up in the style would be phenomenal. That'd be phenomenal.
I probably prefer drinking them right over the sink where you directly pour the White Claw down the drain.
Show us your face.
He can't. He's at work. He can't show his face. 8 White Claws deep and they taste good.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, Joe, on that one for sure.
Oops, it missed my face.
I'm sorry, I missed that one.
The Mountain Dews have too much sugar. They're too sweet.
I haven't done the hard Mountain Dews
yet. It's like
yet.
syrup.
A lot of seltzers are like that now.
Well, I can't drink regular soda anymore because it's too sugary. So the hard Mountain Dews I thought were way too sugary. Chew loves them. That's like his favorite, but they're just so.
Chew walk around the house like I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew. Like
I'm
Ricky
so
Bob.
and rich. Let's go.
700 milligrams of caffeine coursing through his veins.
I'm hyped up on painkillers. Thank you very much.
She was like, I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Walks around with both pinkies up.
No spider monkey has ever had that mustache.
So are you all soda people? Like,
What we saying?
What?
Soda people.
We're back to the soda and the pop thing again.
Pops,
No.
Cokes, sodas, whatever you
It's pop up here. I just say soda pop, not to offend.
Because pop's the back end, right? Pop
soda pop is the origin. So some places took soda, some places took pop, and some places call everything Coke, which is crazy. I don't know.
You're all taking it. That's not what I meant.
She wants to know if you drink it. That's all.
Yes.
Typically zero sugar stuff though.
I don't usually drink it. I mean, if I drink it, it's a zero like Joseph. I don't usually drink it that much anymore.
Actually, I like half Sprite, half club soda. Can I do like half Sprite, half club soda?
Like regular Sprite? Regular Sprite?
You're kind of
regular Sprite and club soda together.
Kind of sounds Jane Bondish right there.
I feel like Mal's being kind of fancy tonight.
No, it's
I
on
just
the-
like how
it's on the soda gun at my work, so I do half
Totally,
Sprite, half
totally.
club soda, and then
Yeah.
I can drink that, and then I get my shift beer at the end of my shift. So
Sounds a little bougie, Mel.
I just
Yeah.
love how Mallory tonight is shitting all over Anchor, and then she's like, "I'm drinking Bush, guys. It's fucking delicious over here.
Right,
Bush
exactly,
is delicious."
Joe, exactly.
Joe, you heard the beginning, right?
No, thankfully. What
I
happened?
literally drank all day. I started earlier today. I've been downtown Chicago.
She was like Ice Cube up early in the
I'm
morning.
trying to do it. The lowest ABV in my fridge. The lowest
I'm gonna
ABV
go
in my
put on
fridge
my
was
shirt
this
I got.
one.
Mama cooked the
So
breakfast.
this is the one I
took.
And
You could
the
just drink some
next one
water.
I
Or
have in line is a 9%er, and I'm trying to make the
Get back.
4%er last.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I forgot where I put that violin to play it from Al. I don't remember where I put the violin
Yeah.
somewhere.
I know,
around
right?
there.
Right.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
It's
oh,
definitely the world's smallest, right?
Here it
Well,
is.
definitely. Some
Eric was
cars,
right. I'm gonna be canceled.
70s or 80s Bush. Yeah. Green Big Daddy, love the hard Mountain Dews. Shoes
We have
in
yet to
there.
see him here. I have not seen any hard Mountain Dew yet here.
We have them here. I just
I don't-
haven't picked up any.
I don't think I haven't seen them either.
They're not
Bush-
bad. They're just very sweet.
Bush had a string of perfect.
I may.
We'll start with
I may
83's The Dreaming.
be in the worst.
Oh, Bush. The
Bush,
band.
the band, yeah.
This girl goes.
Mhm.
That could be
Go
possibly.
JT.
Glycerin.
Is everything Zen right about now?
Pop, damn it. Nah, it's soda or soda pop.
Yeah.
Then maybe pop. But it's like, you don't call it sprouts. You don't say sprouts for Brussels sprouts, do you? No, you say Brussels sprouts.
It's just crazy. Some of the places that they just refer to soda pop as Coke, and they're like, "Well, what kind of Coke you want? I'll take an orange Coke." That doesn't exist, but they just mean,
Joe, that's here. We say,
yeah,
You want Coke? Well, we have Pepsi. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Yeah, no.
Whatever.
I don't get it.
No, but restaurants will do that because they're two different codes. But in the Carolinas, they're like, in Georgia, they're like, just everything's Coke. Like,
Everything's pop in
That's the way it is
Canada,
here.
so
That's
we're
the way it
close
is.
enough where we call it pop.
you know.
Everything's Coke. It doesn't matter. It's Coke. Have Coke. Oh, we don't have Coke.
Geez.
What do you have?
No Coke.
If someone refers to all pop as a Coke, you're allowed to throw a haymaker at them.
I don't disagree
Come
with
on,
that at all.
Emerson.
Kingmaker is a
It's
great
sweet.
brewery. They're
It's
here
all
in
about
Chicago.
Or you just deny them the ability
I
to
don't know,
have their
dude,
Coke.
I can ruin the list.
maybe.
I haven't had hard Mountain Dew, and I've had Anchor Brewing probably. I didn't get it last Christmas, so it might be 2 years since I had. I think I had the Christmas before.
I like how Mallory was basically talking shit about Chew. Oh, he loves the hard Mountain Dew. Chew gets right into the comment section defending himself. Oh, it's the greatest drink known to man, and it's better than Anchor, guaranteed.
No,
You
he
might
can't
be,
drink
I
you
know.
might be a little hyped up on it. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Did he just drink a
But
case
he's
today?
been
What
a big
happened?
fan of
What
Mountain
up,
Dew
Trez?
forever.
Huh?
When they came out with alcoholic, he was like, "Frick yes!"
Yeah.
So he was
into it.
on board.
Better with this, bro.
Trez in the house. Cheers, homie.
Yes.
What's up, Trez?
Hey, Rod.
90s light bush. Hey, corner Shannon.
Literally corner
Oh,
shit.
change clothes.
You gotta stand up on this side. Just
Yep,
look
the
here.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, you got it.
Oh.
Oh, let's see.
Yes.
Shannon got her new shirt. Let me see. How you
I
like
don't
it?
know how to
Well,
do it.
Stop looking so close
Oh,
there,
you know how to
Rod.
do it. Don't lie. You know how to do it.
I got it. I got the shirt.
Nice. It got there real fast. You just
Enough.
ordered it last Thursday, right?
Yeah, I did.
That's
Okay,
right.
so
We-
what- actually,
That was quick
Well, I
shipping.
got
I
it.
love it.
When I was
We-
exercising, I had my sports bra on. I'm like,
she's like, it's too damn small.
because it was, but it's my tits. It's my tits that makes it too small.
well, it's going to
Damn, I
accentuate.
wish I had that problem.
It'll accentuate
No,
the
you
tank
don't,
top.
because when I take my bra off, I have my knees. It's not, it's not that great.
Well, I'm glad you like it. Glad it got there so fast. We really got them kids working. I'm proud.
Oh my God. That's so
Jesus
God.
Christ.
That
Record
might be
time.
the best beer I ever had, Todd.
It's like,
What is
who
that one?
who told you there's a recess? There's no recess for you
Strawberry
kids.
shortcake.
Who's your brewing?
Come.
Shortcake.
Yeah.
The name is fantastic. Pie face.
But she just opened up, so
That? Did you taste it? Taste
I've never
Taste
had it.
it.
I just bought it.
We'll taste it.
Todd, take a sip so we can say Anchor Porter's better. Let's go.
It's amazing.
Joe, I guarantee that will be.
I'll Today's Bush has to be flavored like Bush.
Is it a limited
Eric, I'm
edition?
so glad
Except
you're
for maybe
here.
in this case.
Is it a limited edition?
As if there is a Today edition.
Can I get
You can get it now, but I don't know about later. That's pretty dang good. It tastes like a strawberry shortcake.
don't even taste like a beer.
That's pretty good.
That's how
They're
to
doing
get
some
you,
good
Shannon.
things. Hoosier Brewing doing some really good.
I feel like it's gonna be 2.5 ABV.
Yeah.
No,
No, I doubt it.
5 something.
It's,
I think.
it's not
I
450
feel like
north.
it's under 4.
No, it's definitely not under 4.
Ugh, this is delicious.
Yeah, she got a buzz going.
I just, yeah, you think?
Mhm. I could tell already.
Me and my brother went day drinking.
I know. Well, I know your brother was with you.
4, and then her and her brother went day drinking, and then she went drinking afterwards, I think.
No,
I
I
do
just
have
went
a
day
beer
drinking
news
with
story
my
for
brother,
you
and
today,
now
too.
here I am.
She just kept it rolling. All right, so back to the beer news here. So it's funny because Shannon's here now anyway. So
I got one for you as well.
all right.
No,
So
we
if,
didn't.
so again, we're still talking the Bud Light stuff, right? So we talked about it already. We kind of knew it was going to happen, but now officially Bud Light no longer America's top beer following the whole anti-LGBTQ plus pushback. Funny thing is, the top one is now Modelo, which is also kind of funny because you'll drink the Mexican beer, but you don't want the Mexican people. And then
Yes, Rod.
and
yes.
then now Modelo is also an LGBT champion. In fact, they're more LGBT than Anheuser-Busch, AB InBev was.
Oh, yeah.
So
Joke time?
are we going to be
They're
doing?
damn tasty. It's
Yeah.
tasty. I'm sorry.
Are we going to be doing like musical chairs around? Who are we going with this next time? Because you know what, Garth Brooks said, "All y'all can kiss my ass." I'm
Yes,
putting every
I
brand
saw
of beer
that.
in
He's
the
like,
bar and don't care what anyone thinks.
I'm
So
selling it all.
See, I thought like
Yes.
Garth Brooks was like, no, I'm
No.
totally like.
No,
him
it's
and Dolly Parton are big
yeah,
supporters
Dolly
of
Parton.
LGBT.
It's like,
yeah.
it's him. Somebody else is like, we're gonna sell it all. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I like saw a TikTok about Garth Brooks, and I'm like, I'm not watching it because I feel like he's like so far right. I'm like, I'm not watching it. I
No,
don't
but he
even
was
want to
like,
give him
no.
10 seconds.
But he was like, nope, I'm selling it all. I'm doing it all. I don't care.
Yeah, so it's just all kind of funny how that all goes around there. And it's just like when people find out, oh, we're going to not support Modelo now, then who are you going to go to? Because you can't keep going
Right.
Miller. You're going to keep going around in circles, like trying to figure someone
going-
out there. So.
Going to the water hose back in like in the 60s, 70s,
Yeah.
80s. The water hose.
It's like you can't win. It's like you might as well just stop right now. So yeah.
You can't win. You cannot win.
That's
When
right.
you try to win, you lose. You just got to be like, this is who I am. I'm okay with it. There's no winning or losing. You just have to be okay with who you are.
Modelo top beer Chicago for several years now. And that beer just feels like warm apple pie. What beer?
Oh, I love warm
Modelo?
apple.
I don't know which one Gilbert's talking about. And I hope he's not testing it like
Anchor Steam?
American pie, you know.
American Pie, I was gonna
When he
say.
told him it was like warm apple pie. What's it feel like? Like warm apple pie.
Who's doing there, Jim?
Like Gilbert, get out of that can. That's not how you do it.
If he fits in the can, that's a whole nother issue.
Could be a
Oh
big
my
can.
God, I love it, Joe.
I don't think so. Not in Eric's case.
Joe. No,
Those
Joe.
sharp edges, man. Those sharp edges. You gotta watch yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yes,
Joe,
you
are
do.
you okay with the fires and stuff?
Oh yeah, that was all right here.
It's here now.
Yeah, you guys got it now. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine as in you couldn't go outside because it fucking smelled like every single neighbor had a bonfire going. But outside of that, it was good.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Like when we went walking and I got that like irritation in my throat.
Yeah, in your throat. Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, and so we were walking, running, whatever, exercising. And I did it 2 days in a row. And I'm like, I'm okay. I woke up and then I did it again. And I'm like, can't stop coughing. I can't stop coughing.
They're talking about it coming back potentially next week, so that sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, since Joe is here, Genesee Brewhouse unveiled their Bungalow Beer Oasis for summer fun and live
Oh,
events.
The brew house is a good time.
So
I don't know about these bungalows, but the brew house is a good time.
if you're feeling a little tiki-ish, Joe, you can head over to Genesee and have a good time.
I'll go drinking the shit out of their tropical Kolsch in a bungalow.
They've been selling their Springbok down here like crazy. What is it, like a 30 pack or whatever they do? What's the big size they do?
Yeah, 30, and it's like $18, $15 bucks.
It's like $10.99 here.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, like when their 12 packs of their specialty beers come out, they're like $10. It's like that's less than a buck a
Doesn't
can.
even taste like it has alcohol.
It's like, how do you get 30 pack of 10 out of here and I can't get Anchor? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
And then people are just people, right? We really got some idiots and stuff out there in society. We all know this and
People
stuff
are
like
just
that.
assholes.
So the Jazz end up winning the championship. They're doing a parade. Jokic's wife gets hit with a beer can during the Nuggets parade. Like someone throws a beer can at them when they're on the parade thing. Not even looking, not even like a pass to Joe. I don't know what they were trying to do. Barely misses the kid's head and hits the wife right smack in the face. It's just like, what do you
Someone
think?
tabard has no idea what they're doing. That's a championship parade in a nutshell.
Awkward.
And you know, poor Jokic, he was like, after the game, he was ready to go back home to Serbia. And they're like, oh, you got to stay for the parade. He's like, no, I want to go home. Like, so I stay for the parade and my wife gets hit with a beer can. He's got to love America right now.
He's enjoying himself.
I
just love that after he won the championship. He was just like, yeah, no, I get to go home now. It's like, what do you mean?
I think it's funny they can't find the MVP trophy right now. He lost it somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And he doesn't give a shit about it. He's like,
he
whatever.
doesn't. Yeah. He's like,
they find it cool. It's not whatever.
Also having Joe here. Guinness Baltimore Blonde beer production is moving to New York under brewer FX Matt, which actually acquired Flying Dog. So Joe's going to have some Maryland type stuff happening up there in New York.
Yeah, no, we're just taking all of the okay breweries, just slightly okay breweries.
You know, you take Guinness Blonde, I ain't mad at you. They tried to keep it here. Someone tried to put like $500,000 down and try to keep it here. Like, no, let it go.
We'll take Guinness Blonde and all the just solid okay beers for Flying Dog. Should be fun.
There you go.
All the pearl necklaces you want.
Yeah. She's got a pearl necklace.
That's their beer, Shan. That's one of their beers.
Yeah, so that's what you meant by that statement.
It's just an oyster stout.
Oyster stout, yeah, yeah.
No, I thought that was crazy though. That like and the funny thing about Flying Dog is they're originally a Colorado brewery that then moved to Maryland, and now they're moving. It's like they're originally from Colorado. A lot of people in Baltimore are like, oh, they're originally from here. It's like, no, they're not really. No. Like you stole them from Colorado, and now someone in New York stealing them from you. Yeah. They made better beer that would just still be there. So whatever. I like some of their stuff, but you know.
Yeah, they got some stuff that's I did their one Super Hook Punch, and I was just like, okay, this is just for the people that are trying to get lit for $2.50 a can.
Yeah,
there's no reason to actually have this out there.
Gonzo's always good, the Imperial Porter.
Yeah, I got one of those. I got to do a review on that one. I got one of those here as well.
Hey, Joe.
Yes, Shannon.
Before I die, I need to be face to face with your dad, because all the people that have met your dad would be like, you need to meet Joe's dad. Like, you and Joe's dad would be like right there together.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you guys hang out, I'm definitely not hanging around.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Todd and I will go do our own thing, and you guys just hang out.
Like,
Joe, can I go too?
You guys can all just have a good time together.
Just pick them up at the precinct in the morning.
I'm going to come with you. I come with you and Todd.
Right, exactly.
I don't know.
We'll drop you off from the station. Do after this.
You need to meet Joe's dad. Like, you and Joe's dad are like the same person.
Yeah, you would have had a good time when we hung out.
Jack's a good guy.
Yeah. That was a great time.
Yeah. And so Yingling, which apparently now they're like on this whole opening thing because it took them forever to try to get in other states. But now they're like, hey, let's put a new restaurant down in Tampa.
Oh,
You're in Pennsylvania. How did you go way down to Tampa? But at the Tampa brewery where they're a part of, they're putting a restaurant down there.
Pennsylvania, Michigan, Illinois. All of us are snowbirds. As soon as you get to retirement age, you go down to Florida. Everybody does. We all do. It's just how it works up here. Everyone hides down in Florida for the cold weather. So this makes sense.
Well, go now before, floods, goes below sea level. But
yes, soon up here we'll also have warm weather all year long. So it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's
like 5 or 10 years.
Yeah. But Yingling's got that down there. So Elbow 88, our buddy down there, they're going to be seeing a Yingling restaurant down there, which is interesting.
And to add to this beer news, Yingling's sales have like doubled since the whole Budweiser thing went down.
Yeah,
So
the
Yingling's
opposite
been
side of
having
the
a good
spectrum.
time on this. Honestly,
Yeah,
they've been
like,
enjoying it plenty.
People coming from Bud Light going over to Yingling and doing stuff, just like some of the other stuff they're falling into.
No, their sales have like gone crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah.
What I found funny is after that all went down, there were a lot of people who be like, "Yeah, no, that's just Bud Light. I'm still drinking my Budweiser." I'm like, dude, it's all owned by Anheuser-Busch /
Right,
AB
exactly.
InBev. Like, you drinking Budweiser's not doing anything but still helping them. What are you talking
Well, that's the
about?
funny thing is kind of like people thought they were putting a hurt on AB InBev, and it's like, dude, you're like just basically hurting the pinky right now. The whole hand is fine.
Yeah.
You got like one finger that's in a little bit of a brace, but they've done like 15 billion over the last year or whatever. You heard them for 2. It's like you're not crushing them. You're not really.
I'm gonna
Right,
drink a
that
bad
was
Blue
like-
Light. Yeah, they're also owned by AB
Yeah,
InBev.
I switched to Mick Ultra. Hey, Mick Ultra's owned by AB InBev. You know that, right? Oh, I
Well,
switched
that
to
was,
them.
that was
You
when
know
he
that.
showed like
Yeah,
all the breweries that had all the
yeah,
Yeah,
all
it's crazy.
the
yeah,
LBGTQ, whatever it is.
yeah.
You know,
It's crazy.
where do
So,
you
yeah.
go at this point?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All the people that are renting Modelo now, hey, you know,
I mean,
they're welcome in too. And it's just so funny. It's kind of like, I don't know, this whole month of June, it's been kind of crazy seeing some of the headlines on different stuff. But you know what? The craft breweries industry is just like, we don't care. We're still putting our price stuff out there, which is great. They're still supporting everywhere. And, you know, it's like, you're not going to say shit there because you know craft is going to be supportive of it. So,
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
A lot of folks are just hypocrites. I remember when Goose Island got bought out by AB InBev, and a lot of like the craft beers were like, "I'm not buying Goose Island because AB InBev." Those same motherfuckers walk into their local Walmart. They go to eat at McDonald's. It's like you're supporting a big conglomerate, no matter how you live in your life. Now, if you're drinking Goose Island, you're only buying from like small farmers markets and this and that. Sure, but like everybody else, get fucked. Like that's
Not
ridiculous.
only that, Joe. The same people that were saying I'm not drinking that was standing in line on Black Friday to get Bourbon County.
Yeah, where's my Bourbon County? Oh, I'm not going to drink whatever the 3112 or whatever,
Right,
but I'll
exactly.
drink Bourbon County.
What do you mean?
I don't want the Honkers ale because that's AB InBev, but let me wait 7 fucking years in line for this variant. It's
We
like,
have to butt crack of dawn or the day before just to wait in line.
guys, I haven't slept for 36 hours because I went to 15 different stores and I got like 28 different variants. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you didn't
exactly.
like AB InBev.
That is always funny how that actually works out there.
Yeah.
And then let's see here. And then a big one that was coming into place more in between me and Joe in New Jersey. It was announced a couple weeks ago that Cape May was going to be acquiring Flying Fish. Well, that is not going to happen now. So something broke down in the talks. And that would have been 2 of the biggest Jersey craft breweries coming together. But now they're not. And I've had some Flying Fish and they did some good stuff. And I've had Cape May, they did some good stuff. So you still get some good beer from both of them. I don't know if they're going to come back and do it later or not. But for those of you in Jersey, Alex the Beer Master, Paul from PA Brew News, he gets stuff out of Jersey. And some of the other guys, Matt from Massive, they're going to stay separate. And then Twin Oast is acquiring Catawba Island
acquisitions
Brewing.
going on.
Yeah. So this is in Ohio. So Catawba does actually some pretty good beers there.
What?
I don't know much about Twin Oast, but Twin Oast is actually
Perfect for me.
going to acquire them. So hopefully that improves stuff there. But yeah, a lot of acquisitions for sure taking place. And I think that's something you're starting to see with some of the
Look at my
different
Rad
stuff.
J shirt.
As far as hold on, as far as the different breweries,
Promo.
you're having the costs go up in craft brewing. You're having a lot of different stuff happen, and I think some breweries are coming together because of that, like to get things under control.
Did you already cover, or is that another news story? The Dew Claw getting bought by or merging with River Horse?
I did not know about that one. Look at you coming in with the bullshit.
Yeah, so randomly, like River Horse on their fucking Instagram was like, we've now acquired Dew Claw, and I'm like, if you gave me 100 guesses on what brewery would acquire Dew Claw, River Horse wouldn't be anywhere near the top 100. Like I was like, I didn't even. How does that even work? But yeah, River Horse is acquiring Dew Claw, and Dew Claw's moving all their production to New Jersey at the River Horse
Dew
facility.
Claw is the name of a brewery.
Yeah.
It's about a dog. Dogs have Dew Claws. I love
Shannon,
it.
how many Adult beverages is shattered deep this evening.
Just noon, probably. I think.
Holy shit!
Hey, me
I
too.
love it.
I was gonna say, who's drunker?
Yeah, but you're drinking Bush over there. It doesn't count.
We're gonna
Oh no! I switched to Thealgazer.
Bush.
Who's that from?
Liquid Love Brewing Company. It's Thealgazer with Phantasm. It's a 9%er, and it has Phantasm from New Zealand, the powder.
Oh, the
Yeah, yeah.
Phantasm. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
thiol
yeah.
that's derived from what is it? Sauvignon
Sauvignon-
Blanc grapes.
Sauvignon Blanc grapes.
Skins.
Yeah, it's
The
the grape
skins, yeah.
powder.
Yep.
So I mentioned this to the owner of the brewery that I worked for, and they immediately ordered it. And this is the fruits of those labors. So
Nice.
kind of exciting.
Now,
But
Let's
it's
talk
a
about more-
9%er, so I need to drink it
Let's talk
slow.
about something more important. I'm friends with everybody in different regions, and nobody sends me nothing.
Hey,
so.
do not. No, do not.
Todd, have you ever asked me for a shipment?
listen,
Todd,
I sent you
No, you
mediocre
have, Joe.
beer.
I'm
Trying
just-
to BS over here, you mother effer.
Todd,
I forgot-
I brought you beer when we came there, but you've never asked me once to send you beer. Not once. If you ever asked, I totally would, but you never
you're
asked.
See, Mallory, you just got to do it out of the kindness of your
I'm
heart.
just kidding.
Oh.
I lost Todd's violin also.
Yeah.
You're
But you know what, Joe? Now that
Well-
Rod gets other half, so
Oh yes, this was
Yeah,
mine.
that is true.
This was
So
my story.
this is Mal's news story. So I'll let her
I
talk
thought
about
this
this.
I thought this was very amusing. So, guy was coming across the border with Michelob Ultra case, and it was filled with fentanyl pills. He
Oh,
didn't get very
no.
far.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
oh no and oh yes.
He
Say
literally filled all
Fentanyl
these Michelob Ultra cans with fentanyl, and not the best choice that he made, but
No,
it made me laugh nonetheless.
They knew it was bullshit. So as soon as they saw Michelob Ultra, they're like, "Who's trying to take this across the border? Michelob Ultra? Are you kidding me?"
nobody's gonna pull you over for
You
that.
get a case of Michelob Ultra? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
mean,
No.
I know where he was going with that because it's like try this Michelob Ultra. And
But
then you drink
he
it, like,
had,
oh
he
my
had a
god.
lot. Rod,
Everybody
can you
just-
scroll
You're
down?
like,
Can I
go
scroll
on.
down?
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Michelob
scroll down.
Ultra is awful, and then you taste it and you're like, with
A
this
little
salt,
more.
they didn't know. They're like, this is the best thing ever.
Wait, what was it?
David,
Yeah.
the driver Omar C. Arias, 28. Oh yeah.
But it was a ridiculous amount of
They get on
fentanyl,
pill.
like insane amount.
I thought this guy had he fucking emptied all the Michelob Ultra cans and then filled it up with fentanyl and then somehow recanned them. He just didn't put it in a fucking case.
No, he's.
Yeah,
This
what
is
an
like
idiot.
something
Oh.
This is
Like,
like
I
something
don't
I
know
see on.
what.
That's something I see on Mayans MC every week or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And he thought that Michelob Ultra would hide his crimes.
He should have put it in a Bud Light box because nobody would have checked it then.
That's true. Or they may have been upset about it depending on the border guard.
Went through
No, if
Texas.
they would
No,
have
they
done
were
that,
just thrown to the side, like,
Yeah.
come and get it, come and get it.
no, they'd have been
So
like,
not
oh,
only that, but when he got stopped, he actually tried to run. Never goes well.
No.
So yeah, he drove off and didn't
Don't
get
run.
very
Yeah, don't
far.
run.
There was a very short chase, and then they unpacked his Michelob Ultra boxes and had a field day. So
But actually, if you're going to run, that's where you would want to run, I guess, because we had a guy the other day trying to do a speed chase here in Maryland, right? Police are behind him. They called it off. But where are you going to go? There's nowhere to go. They're going to just wait for you. Wouldn't be near a border if you're going to try to escape police. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like if you're in the middle of the country somewhere, you can't go anywhere. So why even try to do it? You know,
Yeah.
unless you're going to drive into the ocean to try to swim for it. It's no use. It's no use.
Got more in there.
But I
Yeah.
mean, if you look at the police and they're like some chubby 50-year-old, then yeah, try to outrun them. But like,
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. This is
Shannon,
not bad.
I
You
don't
saying
care how
a chubby
you are,
you saying a
don't try
chubby
to outrun
you
the
saying a
police,
chubby
please.
50-year-old can't outrun police?
Maybe his
Yes.
cardio's through the
Shannon,
roof. Who
don't
knows?
try
I
it.
was breaking the law, Rod.
I mean, what if this was Farver chasing?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
police.
yeah.
You might be able to
That's
outrun a
true.
Farver. Yeah.
Sure, he wants a liter of cola too.
Although Farver would kind of shoot you, I think he'd be one of the ones that would shoot you.
Have
He's
I
not
told
gonna
you
chase
guys
you.
how I was arrested?
But if I was breaking the law and I
No,
was like, I got
apparently
pulled
not.
over, and then some chubby 50-year-old cop got out, I'm like, think I could outrun this dude.
No,
then I would
that's-
maybe run.
No, you wouldn't. You'd flash
So-
first, and then if that didn't work, then you'd run.
So
But
Shannon,
if I got pulled over and I saw this like that 20-year-old, then I would like, you gotta
Flash.
know your audience.
Flash first again, and
You
then,
gotta know your audience.
then you're
Shannon,
scared.
I hear what you're saying. However, a lot of cops work in pairs. So when I was 16, during a football game, I went to the playground, which was on the other side of the school, and was smoking with some friends. Cigarettes, nothing worse, but just cigarettes. Saw a pudgy cop walking towards us, and me and my friends ran. His co-cop, because he had a partner with
Co-cop.
him,
Coca.
was
Co-cop.
26 years old and built like a fucking Marine. And
Was this like 21? Was this 21 Jump Street or something?
he chased us down and he caught us.
I've seen this one before.
And not only did they charge us with smoking underage. Oh no, he wasn't done with this, because this was his very first arrest, by the way. He was brand new to the force.
Oh, he's a rookie. Yeah, he's got everything.
He walked us through the crowd at the football game to find our parents, and then told our parents that he was taking us downtown because we had been smoking on the playground. And the parents had to follow in their cars, and he took us to his car and turned on the lights and the siren at the football game while we got into the back. It was terrible. Don't trust a chunky cop because he's got a skinny partner.
What was the football game?
Who did
Oh,
that?
it was my high school. I was 16.
Now, Mallory, did you learn your lesson from this incident?
Oh, I still smoke. I learned that guy was an ass, and I learned that he actually married one of my someone
He
in
probably
my
won't
school
answer,
year.
but I'm not
Yeah.
calling.
He ended up marrying someone that I graduated with.
Wow.
So you basically got busted by Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill.
You're right.
Yeah. That's what she described the tandem as.
Mhm.
I got busted by a guy the entire town still refers to as Deputy Dewey. We still
Oh,
call
wow.
him
Not,
Deputy
not even Barney Fife. He went to Dewey level.
because he was just like so gung-ho all the time. Oh yeah, he was Deputy Dewey. He is married to someone that I graduated with, and that asshole took me to jail and like got me arrested when I was 16.
And you didn't even learn your lesson, so
Yeah.
he didn't you didn't do anything positive.
Your
basically.
Dewey must have been different, because I was thinking of Dewey from Scream.
That's what I thought too.
I was thinking Deputy Dewey from
That's what I was thinking of too. Yeah.
That's why we called him that. That movie had come out the year before. He was Deputy Dewey.
Yeah, but he was goofy as hell. He was just like, yeah.
Exactly. That's how this guy was. He was like trying to be everybody's best friend, but he was a fucking nightmare. Oh my god. And he married someone like 8 years younger than him. As soon as she turned 18, he was like asking her parents if he could marry her. I was
So
like,
you're saying he
That
was
was-
an R. Kelly fan?
That was the
yeah, I
thing.
don't know, maybe.
That's a little bit too old for him.
That's
No,
right.
too old.
Well,
Well, he
too
waited
old.
to 18. Yeah, he did get a Leah
Yeah.
before 18. Yeah.
Either way,
There was no permission from R. Kelly.
I have been arrested. I have been deported. I've done all the things. Sorry, guys. So
Where'd you get deported from?
the British Virgin Islands.
Wait a minute. Okay, British version. Okay, yeah. So they're like, states, take her back. Take her.
Yeah.
I ended up working. I worked there for 3 years, but when they flew me down, my bosses hadn't done the paperwork correctly. So when I came into the country and said I was there to work, they took my passport and said, "You have to stay here. We don't know what's going on." And they left me and they closed the airport. And I'm sitting outside the airport sobbing because I don't know what's going on. And I have nowhere to stay. I have nothing to do. I don't know. My boss picked me up, took me to a hotel for 3 days. I found an apartment. I got the apartment because I'm supposed to work there for a year as a school teacher for little kids. And I find the apartment, and then the government says, "Yeah, you're being deported because your bosses didn't do the paperwork correctly." And they put me on a boat, sent me to St. Thomas, dropped me off, and said, "Come back when your paperwork's right." And I'm like, I don't know how to do my paperwork. So I walked from the Jewelers Row, which is like where all the cruise ships come into St. Thomas. It's like the touristy area. I walked up into the interior of the island, which is where the tourists are not supposed to go. Bullet holes in the buildings, the whole works. I walked to the Anglican Episcopal Diocese, which the school that I was supposed to work for was Anglican Episcopal. I told the bishop what was going on. He had me stay with his secretary for 2 weeks, and then I stayed with a priest over on St. John for 2 weeks. I got a job at a jewelry store on St. Thomas for 3 weeks. While my bosses figured out what was going on and they got me back. But I have been deported, so just putting that out there because that's fun.
Mallory's got a really dark past, huh?
No kidding. You're right.
Yeah.
Here she is. Oh, they perfectly beat craft. I've been deported. I get busted for underage smoking. She's a rebel.
Psych. Just kidding. Psych.
By the way, when I got the job at the jewelry store, he was totally paying me under the table because his family wasn't there from Canada. He was a Canadian who owned a store on St. Thomas. And
You're blowing
his
yourself in
family
right
wasn't
now.
there yet, so he was paying me $50 a day to come in and
Now,
work
let's be
so he
honest.
could have bathroom breaks.
I'm not,
Is-
listen, I'm
Now,
not on the
let's be
show.
honest. This was you used to, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
If
what's
it-
up? Like, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
If the FBI is listening, I don't know this lady. I don't know her.
I was gonna say, I'm not on the show
She
much
is
anymore, but
this.
new rule: no more day drinking for Mallory and coming on the show. Like it's not allowed. Not
Oh,
allowed.
I have no fear telling these stories. I'm honestly not worried about anyone coming after
Oh,
me.
Joe.
But
Joe, she's got Bush.
Yeah.
She's got Bush.
not anymore. I have a field gazer. Sorry.
Yeah, the bush is all gone.
No, Bush is gone. Bush is gone. But how I got the job, the jewelry store job, I was walking through the alleys. I was sad. I didn't know what else to do. It was raining, and the guy was in the jewelry store, and he said, "Hey, why don't you come in and look?" I said, "I'm not buying jewelry." He said, "Well, it's better than standing in the rain." And I said, "Okay." So I came into the jewelry store, and he said, "Hey, could you watch the store for a second? I have to go to the bathroom." And he just left. I'm surrounded by diamonds, sapphires, loose stones, actual jewelry everywhere. And he left me alone.
Don't tell me you
Oh,
like
it's
stole the
terrible.
entire store. Now you're on the
I
run.
think it's where it's going, Joe.
I went into panic mode because I was like, oh my God, what if a customer comes in? I don't know how to sell a jewelry. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I watched the story, came back, and he was like, hey, you want a job? My family is not hearing it yet. They're not going to be here for 4 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I guess. Can you tell me what those are? Because I don't know what any of this stuff is. It was pretty unusual. So
Mallory's describing the beginning of like a Hallmark movie. It
That's
seems
what
like, I was out in the
I was-
rain, and this poor store owner saw me there, and he said, "Hey,
8 o'clock Saturday
I was
night.
just
Yeah.
thinking, was this like a French movie or Lifetime movie?
Yeah,
or
what the hell?
Yeah, like
New
it's
HBO
actually what happened, which is
new
weird.
HBO miniseries? I
Yeah,
don't know
then I
what's
thought-
going on here. Yeah.
I thought it was going to turn real quickly." She's like, "I was left alone with all this jewelry."
Right. Somebody's watching this and they're writing a script
And honestly,
right
I
now.
could have broken cases and
sure.
taken all these diamonds and just walked out. Like I could have, but I guess he thought I didn't look like someone who would steal.
He didn't know you smoked at the
But it was
playground.
weird.
Yeah,
He
he didn't know
you
about
smoked
your
at the
underage
playground.
past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I got caught by a 26-year-old really fit cop.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
had
ran me
no
down.
idea that I had been arrested before. He had no idea that I had a speeding ticket once. Like he had no idea. He just left me with all the diamonds. I'm like, okay, sure.
See some of these comments out here. Gills like Garth Brooks is going to kill his bar just like his career, son. But then he'll come back as Chris Gaines.
That's true. And if his career is killed, I'd still like to be Garth Brooks because he's worth a ton of money. I'm
He's
down.
still
right,
rich.
right. I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
he's very well known and still
Even-
rich. Like
Even if he killed his bar, he would just achy break his heart into another one. It's fine. He'll be all right.
Mallory, he's just not. I just know what's happening right now.
I was gonna say, let Joe
Huh?
do his own thing.
How did Garth become Billy Ray?
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus and Garth
He's
are,
an achy breaky.
as far as I know,
Oh.
not the same
I
people.
don't listen to country music, so I was guessing. Sorry.
I don't know, Joe. I've never seen them in the same room together. So maybe
That
they're
is true.
the
They
same
could
person.
be. Maybe Mallory's
be.
onto something.
Could
Maybe
be.
they are exactly the same
No,
person.
I just don't listen to country.
Mallory exposed their lie.
Me either. I'm not a fan.
America is like getting hit in the face with a beer can. Roger T-shirts coming soon. Yeah, yeah. I have a picture of Joe kicking his wife on
Is he
there.
talking
I
about
would
the
buy one of those.
country, or is he talking about the band?
No, he's talking about Joker's wife that I mentioned got hit in the beer can in the face. I
You
could
didn't
put
have
that
to
on there.
explain it. I was trying to make
Oh.
a joke.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah.
It's cool.
I like how Rob is all serious about that one. Not talking about Jokic and getting hit in the face of his wife with the can.
With my Tom Brokaw voice. Yeah.
You
I
have
buy
a great
one
Tom
Emerson.
Brokaw voice, by the way.
This is
It's
Tom
excellent.
Brokaw.
It's beautiful.
What is Tom Brokaw doing nowadays? Just probably laying around his money because he's rich as hell.
Laying around his money. Yeah, that sounds like a good
Your,
time.
Is he
your
still alive?
baritone voice is smooth.
He's probably got Stormy Daniels over there. I'm Tom Brokaw.
Is this-
Yeah.
Hey,
I may have to come up with one.
This is why I
Emerson.
don't day drink before this show. I'm sorry.
Denver was high on shroom. They were high on some stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Plus the altitude,
literally
yeah,
everything.
yeah, everything. But Gonzo was outstanding, but I need 750 formats. But
like a slot machine.
See, that's a true Canadian way.
I
But
like
little
Gonzo
money
from the
in hand.
Muppets.
you're gonna make me make that shirt, aren't you guys? Gonna make me make that T-shirt.
even if like 3 people buy it, it's still worth it.
Yeah, like but I would make money off the misery of Joker's wife getting hit in the face with a beer can.
No one knows what
that.
you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very vague reference. It's no big deal.
I missed that one.
Young owners are Nazis is why. Perfect beer for American. Wow. Wow. JT just wraps it all up into one little sentence there. How you feel? How you feeling right now, JT?
Tell us how you
JT,
really.
you need to talk to somebody. I'll listen.
New York gets one weather off the Gulf and smoke from Canada. Yeah. Yeah, we got some of Gilbert's smoke last weekend.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah, we got some now. So
Yeah, keep it all up there, Gilbert.
What do
You
you think?
fucking turd.
Just because we did all kinds of pollution for many years, don't mean you guys can do it back to us.
Well, they can only make Roush beer in Canada right now, right?
Yeah, everything tastes like a Roush beer, no matter what you
yeah,
do.
right. You no kidding.
This water's a little smoky. What happened here?
It's an IPA round.
This is the smokiest milk I ever drank. Wait,
Yeah.
Make another Yingling run. Yeah, smoke lagers are becoming popular among brewers around Toronto. Yeah, whether they want it or not, it's becoming
Yeah.
popular.
I feel like we shouldn't be making these jokes. Is it too soon? Is that?
Nah.
Yeah, we like to push
Whatever.
the envelope here.
Whatever, it's smoke.
Why
People
not?
can just
Yeah.
stay inside.
I don't see much of a drop of quality in Goose Island after the sale. I don't really have enough Goose Island to really make anything. I still get the Bourbon
Yeah.
counties and I'm fine, but I
didn't
don't really
see-
get the IPA as much
Yo,
or the
I'm gonna-
312.
I'm going to say this from the perspective of someone who drank their stuff before the buyout.
Well, I did too.
The
but-
honkers, the 312, all that stuff is all right. It was all right. It was all right. And then after the buyout, it was all right. Like it didn't do it. Like nothing changed. It was just
Yeah,
always okay.
exactly.
Right.
I'm right there with you, Joe. I drank before and after, and honestly,
Sight.
Well, you also have to remember before the buyout was 2011, which is fucking a long time ago at
Mhm.
this point.
Right.
But even before that, there weren't a lot of like Honkers Ale is what technically was it an English bitter or an English
Yeah.
ESB. And it's like you didn't see a lot of American breweries do that, so I feel like people just like loved it because you just didn't get that around here
yeah.
in the U.S. in general. But like, I don't feel like the quality really changed at all. Like after the buyout, like maybe at this point it has, but like a good 4, 5, 6 years into it, I don't think so. But here's the thing: you don't see the 312, you don't see the honkers, you don't see all of those on the shelves here in New York. You
Here
might
either.
still in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not here either.
Yeah.
Not here
Yeah.
either.
Eric, the answer is
But I agree,
no.
though.
I'm
The
not
only
sure.
one I see, I will say the IPA, and one that I do see now, I'm just thinking of the Chug Gilbert there, is that bear hug. I do see the bear hug one popping
Oh.
up.
I see them in
Yeah.
19.2 fluid ounce big
That's
stovepipe
right.
cans.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't need that much Goose Island in my
I'm like,
life.
No, it's
Come
actually
on,
not bad.
Joe.
I'm like,
Come on, Joe.
I'm like,
Do I
come
have
here,
to
Yogi.
try it? Do I have
Come here,
to try it?
Yogi. Come here,
Yeah.
Yogi.
Oh,
Come here,
Yogi.
Yogi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Chu just popped in the door to say that when we were in Scotland for our honeymoon, we found Goose Island beer over there in Scotland,
Oh,
which
nice.
was very
And it was
surprising.
probably brewed in the UK, honestly. It was probably brewed over there, honestly, because I think they brew
Probably
like their main things.
Because Chu did purchase it, and when we tried it, it wasn't skunked or anything. It was in a bottle, so
Oh,
it
nice.
must have been done over there.
Oh, and what did you eat in Scotland again when you were there?
Huh?
What did
Oh,
you eat?
God.
Bangers
Haggis?
match.
Cheese, some haggis?
No,
What's
you got to
going
hear
on?
this, Joe. What did you eat?
Oh, this was terrible. Chew didn't know the story was coming. Thank you, Rod, for throwing Chew under the bus. I love it.
Bring it up. Bring it up
Our
again.
very first day in Scotland, we got to our hotel. We dropped off our bags. We looked out our front door of the hotel, and there were 7 pubs in a row right in front of us. We were at Grassmarket, and there's 7 pubs: the White Hart and the Bee and the Wee Pub and all these different places. We went to this one that was Biddy McGonagall's, Biddy McGonagall's. I can't remember what it was called, but we walked in and realized it was an Irish pub, and we were like, "Oh shoot!" We walked into an Irish pub in Scotland on our first night in Scotland. We can't walk out, like we got to stay, but we got to go to a Scottish pub tonight. So we walked in and looked at the menu, and I ordered a lamb stew, and it was lovely. My husband ordered nachos. In Scotland, in an Irish pub, the first night of our honeymoon, he ordered nachos.
You can't get nachos across the world.
They were not Irish nachos. They were on tortilla chips.
Are there
and they had,
actual
like,
Irish
cheese
nachos?
sauce.
That's what I was thinking, Joe. I was thinking the same
No,
thing.
Irish nachos is on potatoes, like potato
Like-
chips, right?
like-
but these were tortilla chips. He ordered nachos
Potato skins?
from an Irish pub in
No,
Scotland on our first night of our honeymoon. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And
Chew. Holy chew.
Here's the thing, though. Were the nachos good?
He liked them. I was not a fan. I liked the lamb stew.
Well, I mean-
I enjoyed the lamb stew a lot.
I mean, good job, Chew, getting something good to eat. Like, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
You end up in Scotland and you end up getting nachos. Like nobody plans that. Like, an American walks into a bar and he orders nachos in Scotland. Like it's like a joke somewhere. Like that doesn't happen. That doesn't
I was
happen.
in Ireland and I
Rod.
ordered pierogies because
Dumbass
Rod, we were in
Dumbass
Scotland for 2
Americans.
weeks. Rod, we were in Scotland for 2 weeks. Do you know how many times he ordered nachos while we were in Scotland?
14
4
times. Oh, 4.
4.
I thought every single
4
day.
times in 2 weeks he ordered nachos.
You know, we're
Yeah.
sitting here tearing down a man for his love of nachos, and that's just unfortunate.
Right.
I'm like, you're over there. It's kind of
Because I don't know about you guys, but nachos are fucking delicious, okay?
We should have gone to Mexico instead of Scotland for the honeymoon, apparently.
It's like, oh,
I just wanted whiskey. I was like, oh, Rick, give me the
I
whiskey.
feel like she would be in
While you're
Japan.
there, make me some nachos.
Choo-choo's
feel like-
drinking his whiskey with his nachos. It's delicious.
I feel like she was in Japan and like, oh, Juice, you went to Japan. Did you get some sushi? No, actually, I got a hot dog. You in a sushi restaurant and you got a hot dog? That would be chew.
Serve the hot dog like
That is-
sushi.
That is 100% what he would do.
Wasabi hot dog, though. So he's like,
Oh, that he would enjoy. A wasabi hot dog? Yeah, he would go all over that.
Well, Chew,
Come on. No.
good job. We're real
Come on,
proud
man.
of you.
Big Daddy said, I sent you Chicago stuff, Todd.
Todd's just getting called out on his straight up lies at this point.
Todd never asked me for
no,
Chicago.
you did. You totally did.
Nobody ever says me anything.
You have to be on drugs to pack drugs like that in a beer box. Well, that guy, he had a plan. I mean, he just thought Mick Ultra would go over, I guess.
He's like, dude, I got this 54 pounds of fentanyl. Does anybody got some extra Michelob Ultra boxes for me? Like, what the hell was this? I don't understand.
Right.
You can just see the border police like nobody drinks this much Mick Ultra.
Yeah, there's
There's
like,
got to be something
Right.
going on here.
there's like, what, you got more than one
Red
case? What are you
flag,
doing?
Red flag right off the bat. Like nobody really.
You know what they saw? They saw the multiple cases. They're like, nobody's gonna spend that much duty on fucking Michelob Ultra.
Get right.
Not happening.
What scene's going on here? What's going
Hi,
on?
Dr. Dee.
Yeah, what's up, DD?
Get in there. Go on.
Yeah.
Blake.
Double D.
Todd and Shannon, are you in the woods?
Yes, they are.
You think your neighbors aren't
I gotta
anywhere
be a
close
dog.
That's
by?
where they live, in the woods.
Well, they got children of corn behind them, so
Like
they're in
at
good shape.
7.
Yes.
Children of the corn. Holy
As
shit.
long as they don't
That's
have
right.
cases of Michelob
They're in the
Ultra, we'll be
backyard.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'm a chubby 6-year-old. I definitely can't outrun anyone.
JT, I bet you could outrun me. I
Well,
don't
if you're
know.
with somebody else, you don't have to outrun them. You just have to outrun the person you're with because they'll stop at the first person they get.
That's right.
So-
You shove your friend down or whoever you're with, and then
And
you
then you
continue to
run.
run.
Yeah.
Getting tased, no
It's
fun.
like
I
with
can
a bear.
imagine.
If you can outrun your friend, you're good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm sorry, but Only the strong
Get
survive.
these
You
beers.
should have split up. That's why you got caught. You can't split up, DD. We've all seen Boys in the Hood. You know what happens to Ricky when you split up.
Yeah, that's bad memories.
But
Ricky!
It was one guy.
No.
One guy was trying to do this. He was all by himself.
Seriously
He messed
though,
up.
Boys in the Hood. I go back to that movie. I'm like, you're being chased by someone that's trying to basically try to take you out, try to shoot you. You escape them. You think, who's going to stop and do a lottery card at that point?
That's
You keep
true.
running till you get home. That's just the
remember
naivety
him
of that character.
The best was
You're
when he-
right.
It wouldn't be
Yes.
a good movie if they didn't do that. Like
To
in
be-
the script, like you
to-
gotta like make it interesting.
Well,
To be
that was showing him being naive in his thinking.
I
That's
think he
why
was
he got
focused too
caught.
much on the ding dongs in the milk carton that he was drinking out of. You know, like he was pretty.
Ding
mean, he
dongs
was
were
into
pretty
that. He was
pretty
into
good
that
back in the
milk.
day. Yeah, ding
Yeah.
dongs are pretty good back in the day, though.
They're still pretty
yeah.
good. I mean,
Upon
basically
having
pure
us
sugar.
talk-
It's fantastic.
Upon having us talk about food eaten in Scotland, I just do want to say Chu and I did have haggis twice. So just putting in
How'd
that
you
out
like the
there.
haggis?
We did, huh?
How'd you like it?
So the first time we had super traditional, and it had the tatties and Nash, the potatoes and
Oh, nice.
turnips that were like
Mhm.
pureed,
Mhm.
and then the gravy over
Yeah.
it, and it was lovely. It was absolutely
What's that, yeah,
delicious. And
or
then
what's
the other time we had it in a panini. So they had like the panini press, and that was in Stirling, Scotland.
Yeah.
But they did like the panini with the press, and it was like hot, and it was delicious, absolutely
Yeah.
phenomenal. As long as you don't think about what you're eating, you're golden.
I guarantee you like the nachos more than both of the haggises.
I didn't like the nachos.
You didn't like the
You
nachos.
like
How
the
do you, they're
chew?
nachos.
But you like the
I
nachos.
loved the haggis. It was delicious.
Mm.
Interesting.
Who'd have
Sorry.
thought hacking darts would get you to
He's not wrong.
Last beer, Josh in the house. Cheers, my
Oh,
friend.
what's
Good
up,
to
Josh?
see you. What's happening, brother?
Josh is awesome.
There was R. Kelly pisses on you.
He
I feel
does.
it's like the old Dave Chappelle joke about R. Kelly. That was hilarious. How you gonna make a video about me pissing on? How you gonna be pissing on people?
Don't judge people for the kinks. I mean, like nobody
I just-
What's up, Wayne? You not gonna judge R. Kelly for pissing on people?
No, I judge R. Kelly. No, I judge R. Kelly
The
for
little
messing
kids,
around with
man.
17-year-olds.
But the pissing's okay.
You golden shower. Everybody likes,
I mean,
I mean, the former president apparently liked it. So,
that's not-
according to Stormy Johnson, or Stormy Daniels.
I would do, but
Stormy Johnson.
if you're of age and you
What
want to
do
do it, then that's
Rod, what are you thinking about over there, man?
I couldn't think of what her last name was, but yeah.
Man said Stormy Johnson. Okay.
I'm like, if I'm
Stormy Johnson.
no, but be practical about pissing on people. It's like
She said being practical about
I think Shannon-
I'm not practical. Practical.
if you're gonna be practical about it, and you're like, yeah, it feels good in the moment, but then somebody's gonna clean that shit up. It's like,
She still feels good in the moment.
Janitor,
Urinating does feel pretty good. But I mean, you're emptying your bladder.
I mean, unless you're very strategic about it and you just do it on a body.
hitting around.
Or yeah. No.
How are you strategic? Like they're not gonna know they're getting wet or something?
So hitting
No
around.
strategic in the way you aim for
So
it.
hitting around
Okay,
situations.
something you guys said just made Chu go downstairs. I don't know what it was, but holy crap! I just laughed like a maniac.
Yeah, I
Drop
mean,
They're gonna be they're gonna be like, oh, it must be raining out here. I mean, what's going on? Like
it's like if you want to hurt somebody, then you
strategic.
either have to have your body where your belly goes like
You either got to be ready or not.
your
As,
belly's gotta be like
In my
As-
mind, I see that Beetlejuice video, and they're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Huh? Me?
as,
Nothing."
Shannon,
Me? Talking
Shannon,
about
could
me?
you get a paper and do a diagram of this? Because I'm not following. I've been day drinking. I need a diagram.
I could tell. I've been day drinking. No, it's like okay. Here's
Here we go.
the two
After-
scenarios.
After hours.
according to Shannon, you need a little strategery.
I need a diagram.
Yeah, I was watching.
Rod,
Get in my
What did
head.
you do last night? Well, I was watching Rajay's chat, and about an hour and a half
No,
in,
I'm not
we were
saying
talking about the
that.
practical sense of urinating on another individual, and we spent about 10 minutes on this. And
flash forward your rod, flash.
Joe,
Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
it's like, I mean, there's a lot of scenarios, but I'm like, okay, there's two things that could work out for you. If you've
Only two?
already
You're laughing.
peed on somebody before and they like know how to work it out, or like,
They don't know work it out.
Well, you see, I just let it hit me wherever, or
Pick it up.
You've been thinking about this for a long time.
no, because I'm like, if I
I
want
may have opened my mouth wider than it seems it can be. Either way you look at it.
No, I'm like, if
Didn't
I
waste
wanted
a
to
drop.
pee on somebody,
You're making it
I'd
worse.
be like, I want them to have like their belly's got to be like got like a.
Their belly? What?
You want a waterfall? You want a waterfall?
Are we going to one of the orifices that I wouldn't have thought they were going to? Are we going into the belly button with the?
It's majestic. It's
Maybe that's
majestic
not
now.
where people pee on each other at, but
That's majestic.
See, for all those watching, I told you you'd be rewarded if you hung in, and here you are.
You're right.
I'm not sure this is a reward.
It's not.
or
I
a
feel
very-
like if this was like a MMA match, I am tapping out right now.
Is that an innie or an outie?
or a very
Is that it? I hope it's an idiot at this point. Like, that'd be the hope.
Shannon,
or
stop.
you're just,
Shannon,
like, laying in bed with a
don't
bunch
talk
of
about it.
cupcakes
Draw me a
underneath it.
picture. I want to see a picture drawn.
There's the no. I,
Can you draw me a picture?
In my mind, I'm
No,
getting Beach
no,
Boys
no
I
Splish
can't. I
Splash.
No
can't.
artwork.
I'm too drunk to follow.
Thank God.
for some reason, in my mind right now, I'm picturing George W. Bush saying strategery. The word that doesn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
The strategery of urinating on another individual is like this.
You know
No,
what?
but I
Going,
just thought of a third option.
going back to the
Oh, there's a
early.
third- She just thought of a third option. Hold on.
It would never even be a problem. Like,
What's that?
here's the hose. I'll just wash y'all.
There you go.
I guess, right? Yes.
See, that's a
You
quick
know-
clean. That's good.
Was this another beer news topic? I forget what happened.
Going back to
I'm
the
not sure,
ocean.
Joe.
Going back to the
I
ocean
mean,
discussion
if I
earlier.
really was
The ocean
into
doesn't seem as bad now. Ocean seems all right.
Yeah.
And this,
really into somebody, and they're like, "Hey, I'd like
Rod,
to be
put
on
down
you."
that soda pop.
Mhm.
I would just like to say, this is the prime example of why you don't read Eric Gilbert's comments, like in general, ever.
Oh, he brought it up. I
Yeah,
bet
yeah.
he's got all the solutions to this problem.
I'm sure Eric Gilbert has a lot of solutions to a
Emerson-
lot of different problems.
Oh,
He has
Emerson.
solutions to problems we didn't even know we had. That's Gilbert.
Yeah.
He's ahead of the game.
Oh, shoot.
I love
Emerson wants to
that.
finance Mal's deportation story.
So
Who's
who's
played
playing
Mallory?
me?
Who's played in the flick?
Mallory plays herself.
But do you
Back-
think?
I mean, like back in the
Never-
day, we'd have got like Molly Ringwald or somebody to play you. But
Oh,
I
Molly
don't know. I don't
Ringwald,
know. Molly Ringwald would have been good back in the day, but I don't know who we would get now.
But yeah, I'm not great at lying.
Clearly not.
I'm super honest. I honestly have gotten to an age where I just cannot even remotely deal with the fact that some people lie. No, I'm done.
Especially about dumb stuff. That's the worst part of
There
this.
you go.
Like,
The high point of Mallory's life is Chu saying, I do.
and you almost threw it all away by ordering nachos in Scotland.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Chu, you couldn't have Betty White, so you settled for Mal.
That is true. That is
To
true.
be fair, Mallory, that like
Hello for me.
yeah, I mean, if Betty White's the other option, then I'm cool with being the woman that.
No,
What's
I'm
that for?
fine with that. I'm totally
Mhm.
fine. Honestly, I would have left him for Betty White too. So
I think yeah,
it's
no, that's fair. That's fair.
Got the bit.
in a second, I would have left him for Betty White if she'd wanted me. I was like, okay, yeah,
It's just a
good.
fuck there.
But
You're
I
golden.
mean, I think
No, it didn't. It didn't hit it. It didn't hit anybody. I watched the video. It didn't hit anybody else. It went past Joe Kick. He was
Rod-
standing next to her.
Rod's rewinding it like JFK, back
Just
and to
say
the
it,
left.
just say it, yes, yes,
Back.
just say
and
I
to the
reversed-
left.
I reversed the angles. I reversed
Yeah,
it.
super slow motion. Didn't hit anyone. Hit it right in the back of the dome piece.
multiple angles.
no,
If,
but
if you watch the video, though, it looked like Joe Kick almost wanted to laugh when it happened, but he held it in. So it was almost like the whole Will Smith delay, like with Chris Rock. Like,
Yeah,
Then you didn't
It would've been
say
I
hilarious.
like to
somebody.
make
You
positive
should've
out of
slapped somebody.
negative.
10 seconds later, he's jumping off of the fucking thing into the crowd. Who threw that at my wife?
Keep that beer can out of my wife's mouth.
Get that beer.
It's funny. I've heard you say the same thing.
But I like to make a positive out of a negative, and I'm like, if I'm having sex, I'm like, God, I really got to pee. And then they're like, hey, pee on me, and I'm like, thank God, now I don't have to get up and go to the bathroom. And I'll pee on their side of the bed, and then I can just roll over and go to sleep. I mean,
I like how Josh is over there like, no, it wasn't me.
I don't know where that
It's just all
came from.
theoretical.
I didn't say that.
It's all theoretical.
Now that's a you problem, not a me problem.
What was that Saturday Night Live?
It's all on you now.
What
That's
was
not
that
a
old
you
Sat-
problem.
what
That's
was
a P problem.
that old Saturday Night Live skit where the cat was driving a car? I feel like we're like in
Yeah,
that scene sometimes. It's like,
Yeah,
Prince is the driving cat. Yes.
yeah, that's such a good fucking.
That was so good.
Yeah, it was.
I love that.
That shit was hilarious, dude.
It sounds a little more like you like the pepper.
yeah.
This, like, people have all kinds of kinks, but I'm just like,
Joe's
I'm
funny
not
as hell.
judging anybody.
That was always funny.
I know.
Well, thank you, Trez.
Like ha he clown to amuse you.
Yeah. Do I amuse you?
Joe cracks me up. Sorry.
Are you
It
funny? Ha ha.
Yeah, funny, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Goose was they set the standard there.
Well, I totally agree with him. He, that was the thing. There weren't a lot of like bigger known craft breweries back in like the mid to late 2000s, and you would get Goose Island in your area. So a lot of people didn't even know what a fucking like honkers are. They're like an English ESB. What is this? You know, a wheat ale. What is this? And then they just kind of stayed the same because that's what the beers were. And so many other breweries came to the forefront and more flavorful, different styles. And then people are like, oh, they fell off. It's like, no, it's the same beer. It's just your palate is changing and adapting to all the new stuff that you're starting to drink. So you go back to these beers and you're like, oh, they're okay.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Chicago where they had so many. I mean, if they would have been stuck like somewhere in wherever bumfuck Egypt, then they would have still been solid, right? They would have still been solid. But you got always you're in one of the meccas of the country where there's a lot of craft breweries, so they're going to catch up with you.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Actually, I did get nachos at a sushi. How did you get nachos at a sushi restaurant?
Oh my god! I took him out to a sushi place for a dinner, and it was supposed to be a lovely dinner. And he saw nachos on the appetizer list, and he's like, "I want nachos." They brought out nachos. They brought out 6 tortilla chips, 6 of them. Each of them had a piece of raw salmon with a teensy bit of rice and a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of wasabi on top. And it was just these set little tortilla chips that were made to be nachos. And he loved them. He loved them. Every time he gets nachos, he's just a happy camper. It doesn't matter if it's at a sushi place, in an Irish bar in Scotland, in Edinburgh, Scotland. It doesn't matter. He's a nacho guy.
Is that like a...
I mean, at least they had a little spin on it. It wasn't just like, hey, here's ground beef nachos.
Yeah, it was definitely sushi nachos.
Yeah.
It was for sure.
Is nachos like the default thing Chew orders when he just was like, fuck it? Because like there's people that are like, I go to a place, I'm just getting chicken fingers or chicken tenders. Or that's with him with nachos. Like he looks at the menu, it's like overwhelming, too many. I'll just get the nachos.
Yeah.
Is it nachos?
If he sees nachos, he orders them every time. It's just ridiculous. He always orders nachos. It doesn't matter what type of restaurant. You could be in an Italian place, you could be at a Mexican restaurant, you would expect it, but any restaurant, any type of restaurant, he will always order nachos if it's there.
I respect it.
Every time.
I respect it too.
It's funny you said the chicken tenders.
Was the case until after I married him. If I had known before, we might be in a different situation.
Yeah.
It was funny you said chicken tenders because I was thinking chicken nuggets in my mind.
Well, yeah.
Like Chew be chicken. He'd be the chicken nuggets one.
Where's the kids menu at? I know there's a hot dog or grilled cheese and nuggets on there.
He's like, I want a cheeseburger and just a cheeseburger, just the cheese on the burger, nothing else.
That'd make for an interesting story though, Mallory. Like you're like, oh, why did you and Chew break up back in the day? You'd have been like, well, you see, every time we go to a restaurant, he orders nachos, and like, I need a man that's a little bit more adventurous than fucking nachos. What is this?
So that's the funny thing. He's not adventurous with food, but when it comes to beer, he will literally try any beer. He's never had any qualms, never had a pause before trying a beer. But with food, he's a lot more particular. It's very interesting. You would think he'd be a lot more picky, but no. With the beer, he's great. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
Haggis of nachos or haggis or nachos?
I think it's or.
Haggis on the nachos?
Actually, haggis nachos sounds
Haggis
kind of
on
amazing,
nachos.
and I would totally order that.
Yeah, I'd give that a try.
I would give that a try for sure.
I'm going to PP on here.
Well, great, Eric. I'm super happy that you're far.
the latest R. Kelly song right there.
Yeah, where's your strategery in that, Eric?
No,
Next
we're not
up,
going to
Cleveland
Cleveland
Steamers.
Steam.
No,
Yeah.
Jesus
This is how you trip up into the Slovakian traffic cone. We don't want to get there.
Okay, guys, she just popped in the door and said, "Oh, if it's haggis on the nachos, it's okay, but if it's any other kind of nachos, it's not fine."
So he's a nacho snob.
Yeah, he is.
He also gave me a cat, and I didn't want a cat in here.
I didn't see it hit the dude first. I have to go back and take a look. Apparently, Big Daddy's got the inside tip on the beer can being thrown there.
Choose the type of dude that rolls into a restaurant and asks for their craft nachos. He's not rolling with that regular stuff. He needs like everything on it.
Oh yeah, that's him. That's 100%.
I need my pulled pork nachos.
Well, the pulled pork nachos are phenomenal.
Yeah, they are.
Chicken and ribs.
Yeah, chicken.
Well, you're definitely the meat eater, Gilbert, for sure.
Yeah.
He's like, what's this potato thing? Get off my plate. I want all meat. Chicken tenders are a bailout. It's kind of like a Linus blanket, right? Chicken tenders. You got to go.
I mean, the thing about chicken tenders, you can get some shitty ones, but for the most part, if you go to a place, at least they're going to be edible. And like, if you're not adventurous, I totally get it. Like,
you watch Bar Rescue enough, you'll see some bad chicken tenders.
Yeah, you see a lot of bad, nasty shit in general at Bar Rescue. It's like fucking the most easy things to make, and the fucking just look terrible. You're like, how is this place even in business?
I love that show, though. Can I just say how much I love watching?
I think it's hilarious when I watch it, and there's like they get yelled at for giving away free drinks, and I'm thinking I've gotten free drinks a good amount of times at places.
Yeah.
It's like watching a train wreck. Like you can't turn away. Like it's the rubbernecking that people do. You're driving past and you're like, what's going on? That's what that show is, and it's rough but fantastic nonetheless. You can sit.
Yeah,
you're out of the camera.
Yeah, at some points you start to wonder if it's kind of more like a Jerry Springer's like thing, though, too. Like, are people really like this, or are they just put on an act themselves because they do some dumb stuff? But then when you go to restaurants and bars, sometimes you see people do some stuff. Like, how are you not trained on how to pour a beer? It's literally a beer. You know how to pour it right. Yeah.
I'm going to turn off the camera for a second and choose up here right now so you can chat with him. I'm going to go use the restroom.
There's a max amount of one blinking avatar per show.
I got two off camera, one in the dark. I don't know what's going on in the dark over there.
The moment I said that, he literally ran.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him run for years, but he just ran full speed.
Maybe the police are coming.
Chicken tenders are not a bailout.
The police
Oh boy.
The police are coming, so you ran.
I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm sure I can drink any beer. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's some beers.
Joe, I want your job. Are y'all hiring?
Shh. Shh.
Scottish style nachos made with smoked corn. Well, send over some from Canada. Got the smoke.
You know what's funny is me and Donnie were out drinking, and he was like, my brother Donnie.
And Donnie Baker.
Was like, this beer. I was like, my brother Donnie, and he's got the Hefeweizen, or I got the Hefeweizen. And then he was like, he got a beer, and I was like, he's like, taste it. And I smelled it, and I'm like, that is so boozy smelling. Like that's a barrel aged or something. I don't want to taste it. Like I don't want it. Like, and then he took it so good, and then he took a couple of drinks. And he's like, "Yeah, this is really boozy." And I'm like, I don't want anything that's barrel aged.
Or is that Pearl Street?
Yeah. Pearl Street.
I love when Shannon talks about her brother Donnie because it makes me think of Donnie Baker.
I bet Donnie. My brother Donnie is nothing like Donnie Baker.
No, Donnie Baker's way funnier.
No, but when you tell the
My
story,
funny,
no,
but
he is, but he ain't as funny as Donnie Baker.
She ever hear Donnie Baker on Bob and Tom?
Yes, I've showed her some of those.
Oh,
but
okay.
She probably don't remember it.
It's more the telling of the story kind of makes me envision Donnie Baker is what it is.
Yes.
I just always think of the Big Lebowski, honestly. When she says it, that's all I think about.
No,
Donnie,
Ron,
shut up, Donnie.
Ron, one of the things I remember is we were talking about the Big Lebowski, and you said, Shannon, you are like this character from the Big Lebowski. I can't remember which character it was, but
Don't know.
you must have not meant it because you don't even remember it either.
Todd said it?
No, you said it.
I said you were like from the Big Lebowski?
I don't think it was Ron.
You
I don't
said
think it was me.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sure the hell doesn't me.
There was only one woman on it. There was only Julianne Moore.
Joe. Just blame it on Joe.
Hey, I mean, you can.
Right.
Feel free.
Right. If you had to pick a character from the Big Lebowski that I was the most like, which one would you pick?
John Goodman's character?
Yeah, Walter, right? Walter. She's
Yeah.
definitely
Walter. Well, definitely
Yeah.
Walter.
100%.
Yeah.
We got another OG in the house. Lee Russell. What is up, homie? Yeah, we got Joe back in. I try to be better. I try to be better than that. But
Yeah, he's not better than that, though. We have
Not really.
we have confirmed this tonight that he might actually be
Right. No.
a lot worse than that.
Joe. Do you
Yes.
know how much like
Charlie's Angels.
no, but about Joe, it's just like
He is, right?
yeah, it's just like Joe's just like here and it's like nonchalant or whatever, but it's just like we love Joe so much and we're all so happy he's here. You know? Like
Yeah.
Joe from Buffalo.
Buffalo Joe.
Are you guys sure about
Buffalo
that?
Joe. Yes, I was going to say.
No.
I hear you say it, Shannon. Nobody else, everyone else is like, whatever.
No,
Whatever.
but
Eh,
Joe-
whatever. Fuck him.
no,
Carry on. Carry
no,
on.
but Todd,
Carry on.
Joe, this happened the other day when that like fires from
Plum
Canada.
sauce.
When the fires from Canada, I'm like, that's Joe's close to that. Like, you need to check on Joe. Like, is Joe okay?
Yeah, I sent you a message. That was her, Joe. That was her.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
thank you, Shannon. I knew
No.
Todd wouldn't give a shit.
See, Gilbert said John. Gilbert
I'm like,
said
oh, this is
Walter.
kind of weird that Todd is messaging me. Like, I can't see Todd sitting there going, "Oh, I hope Joe's okay in the fucking wildfires from Canada." Like,
Joe, I think
Come
that-
on, Joe. That's not true. That's not true.
No, I
Come
mean,
on,
I
man.
just a little bit more.
I'm hurt.
I wonder if he can breathe. Okay, well, I'm sure he's all right.
Well, he's at
No,
work
but I
and without a
was. I
camera
was. Can he still
on,
get
so I
some other
think he's
ass
covered
or
in smoke.
Something?
Yeah.
It's okay. He's fine. He's good.
He's fine. He's fine. He's got that new valve. It works well.
No, I was like, Todd, text Joe. Is he okay? Like,
Joe did, and it did. And he was like, I'm good.
Yeah, look, I'm all right. I'm like, how are you guys? He's like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm like, all right, we're all good.
I took credit for it, but that was all her, Joe.
He did. He never said Shannon said it. He said,
Yeah.
I want to know.
and it wasn't.
No, I
about
never
me.
did.
And it wasn't. I didn't care if I was like, I want Joe to know I'm worried about him. I just wanted to know if you were
No,
okay.
I didn't care if she thought you was worried about him. I was thinking
At no time was there a message where he was like, Shannon would like to know if you're okay. He just said, how are you doing, Joe?
I don't care. I just wanted to know if you were okay. I don't care if it was about. I just wanted to know you were okay.
I'm all right.
Wait,
I'm
Joe,
glad-
you're
I'm
in
glad you
Canada?
guys are.
Yeah.
You're all
Gil-
good. You're all good.
Gilbert said Walter for Shannon as well, by the way. So
Like,
Yeah,
Joe,
definitely.
where are you located?
Where am I
that's
located?
where dude.
Yeah.
he's in Buffalo.
I'm just covered in smoke wherever that is.
I mean, cover-
I didn't know the specific spot.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm
I
in
was
Buffalo.
curious.
Buffalo.
I do applaud the charity. You're a good man.
Listen, if I had the option for a bamboo valve, I would have taken it. Trust me.
Wait, a bamboo?
horse? What?
Bamboo?
Baboon.
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 If I could have got baboon heart, I would have.
Buffalo
jumped.
sauce, Joe.
The options were a cow valve, a pig valve, or a mechanical one.
Why is it like buffalo wings, Joe?
What'd you get?
I got a mechanical one. Because
he's-
the pig and the cow ones only last like 15 years. So I was like, I'd rather have them last the rest of my life. Yeah.
And are you still on your Coumadin?
Oh yeah, I'll be on it the rest of my life. Yeah.
How many milligrams are you on?
10.
Wow. How often do you have to get your blood
Holy shit, I'm scared now.
Wow.
You know what? With AI coming and Joe getting mechanical parts, he could be the Terminator at some point.
He is. He's
Yo,
gonna,
Sky not gonna
Joe's
take over my
Terminator.
fucking valve. What's happening? I'm on 10 milligrams every single day.
And
Take
how
once a
often do you
day.
have to get
So if
your
we cut off his arm,
ATI
does it like
done?
turn to metal and it attaches back, or how does that work?
That's
Yeah, I
later. I think that's a later edition.
Yeah,
Joe's
I don't know.
Definitely, he's the old Schwarzenegger one. You couldn't
Yeah,
do
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
Early one. Okay. I got
Shannon,
Arnold
I go for my
Schwarzenegger.
INR once a month. I actually went for it today, and it was 2.6. So I was happy.
2.6 is good. Like
Yeah, it's
2 to
almost
3
perfect.
is good.
Yep. It was a
10
little
mil-
high last time, and I couldn't tell you why because I eat and the same stuff, take the same medication literally every day. So
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
what it was.
Emerson's
Joe, I
not
think
too
it
far
depends
from
on
you, Joe.
the day. I'm the same way going.
So now he's
Oh,
in
nice.
North Carolina, but he's
Olean, nice.
Olean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would pass through there all the
it
time.
is. Like, I mean, like Coumadin is a big deal. Like you have to.
Oh
take
yeah,
that-
it's
yeah,
Says
not
loves you, Joe.
big deal.
I would take the pig valve, and I love bacon. Take the pig valve.
yeah. I'm not sure you're eating your own valve there, Eric Gilbert. It's not like I get a pig valve and I produce bacon or something. Like it's not.
That would be amazing. Can we set that up?
Put it this way: if I could get a cow or pig valve and then I produce whatever they consumed, I would have totally taken one of them and like give me another surgery in 15 years.
Could you imagine Gilbert with a pig
no,
valve?
good.
He's like
No.
Gilbert sweating. He's like, I smell bacon somewhere. Where's that bacon?
No, you get the pig valve and you come visit us. We got you.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
going anywhere
that's
near
just-
anybody if I have a pig valve. I don't want to be, roasted at some point, for my.
All right.
So,
All right, Lee. Great having you swing by, my friend. Yeah.
Take it easy, Lee. I see what he did with the don't let Joe monkey around too much. He's so-
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I met a guy, if I was single, and be like, I got a pig valve, I'm like, I fucking love pigs.
But
like,
then you're like, I got a mechanical valve, and they're like, you're too
I
futuristic.
love robots.
Yeah, I love robots.
somebody else in this bar that
Like,
has a pig valve.
You
and-
smell like pigs, so not so much.
Yeah, maybe that would
Oh,
not be.
Joe, you saw the little
Like,
answer
how
I
you're-
gave to you too, right?
The what?
I know what you're trying to do, Mallory. I said I ain't doing nothing, Joe.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you were trying to avatar it up, but there's only room on this panel for one avatar.
Oh, I just found out about the 3 dots, and I was like, "Oh, there's 3 dots. I can do things." I got very excited.
Want some ham?
Yeah,
Ham or bacon? Like,
whatever. Like whatever comes from a pig side
Oh,
of
like
it.
Canadian bacon or
Fried
actual
bologna.
bacon?
Oh, fried bologna's delicious.
Well, if it's like the spare
No.
ham, wouldn't
Yes,
it
thank
be?
you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
If it's like if it's the spare ham, wouldn't it be spam that Joe would have?
I'd fucking give
that's
ham
spiced
too.
we are-
Small amounts, a lot of sodium, but
ham is spiced ham.
gotta watch that sodium intake. Gotta have that
Right.
blood pressure at the valve. You know what I mean? You gotta get it under control.
Spiced
Fried bologna.
I
Fried
think it is. I think it is.
bologna.
I think of it spare ham myself.
Well, how about Taylor ham?
I'll be out. So I
Ooh,
can
some
look it
Taylor ham?
But
Or sorry, fucking pork roll. Oh, I don't know whoever
Oh.
says what.
Jersey.
did you
pork
say
roll.
how about a tanning bed?
No, I did not.
That was not part of the
If I
conversation
did,
at all.
up. In bed.
The tanning bed might make his pig valve smell funny, and we don't want that.
listen, I don't have a pig valve. Although I may be now considering
I know, I was
future
just
references that
joking.
if anything happens to this one, I might get a pig one. Let's just say.
It's
that.
Yeah,
But
but
Joe,
then-
that'd be awesome if you did. That'd be awesome if you did.
I wouldn't have to be on the blood thinner anymore. Outside of that, like I don't know what else.
Joe, whatever kind of valve you have, I am so glad you have it.
Agreed.
Here
Yeah,
with
me
us.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to not be dead.
Bottom line, Joe, is we
You're on the
all-
positive side of the
Joe,
ground.
You're
Yeah.
killing me, man.
Yeah.
You're
You
killing
got-
me.
You got to look at the positive side.
Yeah.
On one hand, you got a fake aortic valve. On the other hand, you could just be dead. So I like having the.
better be sunny up than sunny down. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe, I'm
Right,
glad
yeah.
that the wildfire
Right,
that didn't
right.
take you
Do
out.
they
All
just
right.
down eggs?
Set that up.
So let's play beer questions. So
Holy shit!
Mm-mm.
Your questions. Woo!
I'm gonna ace this.
What is your favorite beer style to pair with a pizza while you're grabbing beer?
All of it, any of it.
It
Done.
depends on the
There's
topping.
no right. There's no right answer.
It's just all of it, any of it. I'll do it all.
Well, it depends on the toppings. You can't do a dulce de leche imperial stout with a pizza that has pepperoni on it.
Yeah, I'll try it. No, I'll do it.
It depends.
Really?
On
Why
the
not?
toppings. It depends on the toppings.
No,
Give me like a 15% bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with, I don't know, pineapple pizza, whatever.
Look at him, Todd.
I don't care.
I feel
Oh,
like
you're killing me,
good,
Jeff.
like a good lager.
So what did you come up with? Lager? Yeah.
Well, a good lager does go
A
with
good lager.
almost anything.
A nice
Like a good
Pilsner.
like German Helles, maybe something like
But
that.
I
Or
did
Yes.
order a double-hearted ale last weekend with our pizza. We got to go because she had to go.
To Taylor Swift
Taylor
night
Swift.
at the gay bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
No,
saw
I did-
those videos. I saw your videos, Shan, or your pictures, Shan.
Oh,
Oh
my
yeah.
That's what I was saying. I saw the same thing on Facebook.
Yeah.
hours.
So we were at a pizza place, and I was like, "Oh yeah, give me the double two-hearted ale." I'll try that, and then pizza came. She's like, "I gotta go." I was
Our
like,
daughter,
"All right, let's go."
our
All right,
daughter
let's go.
texted us. So our daughter,
Text you, not me. Not
our
us.
daughter texted me, and she's like, Taylor Swift night at Play, the gay bar in Louisville, and I'm like, oh my god, I love Taylor Swift. I want to go. And then they only wanted me to come because they were like, will you buy some drinks? I'm like, yeah, I'll buy you a couple of drinks. I didn't know because it was
they'll
like
throw you out in a heartbeat.
it was
if you try
like
to.
super like I was like finally at the end of the night I was like, all right, like I can like we can go to the bathroom, but you got to get a clear drink because they were drinking Sprite and they're like, I don't even want to drink anymore. So, but I danced my ass off. Oh my god, and I was invisible. I loved it. It was it was amazing.
That sounds like a great
My
time.
last night at a gay bar was all redheaded sluts.
No,
Not
I
gonna say
was.
it's
To be honest, I was
drink
going
order.
No, but I
You said redheaded
Oh,
slot,
redheaded sluts.
like slot machines?
Nope,
No.
not slot machines. Oh, she just came in with his phone
Mm.
to
No, there
say
was-
that if he's having pizza, he's getting Off Color Brewing's beer for pizza because they have a beer that is literally made to go with pizza. So
It'd be hilarious
Off
if it
Color
didn't work with
Brewing-
pizza, though.
So choose like I'm not
Right.
gonna type in. Choose like I'm not gonna type in the comments. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
type in and send it to Matt.
Yeah, it's
Then
like he's too lazy to type it. Yeah, I'm gonna text Mallory, and she's gonna relay this message for me because
Because
He's
fuck the
literally
chat.
right here.
Who
45
posts shit in the comments
Yeah,
anyway?
He's like,
He says it's because the messages take a half hour to get to read, and he would rather just talk.
That's the thing.
Oh.
By the time we get to it,
God,
we're
you still have problems with reading
So
questions.
he's,
It's never an
he's
issue
digging
when I-
on you, Rajay. That's what he's
we
doing.
need you-
shots
we need you
fired
back.
by Chew.
No, but
Yeah. He's like,
there
yeah.
was a drag queen.
Hey Mal, how much beer you got in your glass?
This
all of it.
much.
Drew, I see your arm.
Chew knows what that sound means.
Shoot, give us some light.
I'm just saying, there was a
Oh.
drag queen there, and I was like, I think it was a man dressed as a woman.
Well, if you're a drag queen, that's what it
She's
was.
still talking about the gay bar, isn't she?
No,
Okay.
we
Yes,
haven't-
and I'm
We
like,
never really
oh
answered the
my
pizza
God.
question, though. We kind of went off on a tangent.
I don't know
so-
how you guys got on that tangent, but yeah, so we kind of roll with it.
What are we talking, you
Right.
guys?
Here we
Right.
go. Here we go, Rod. Here we go.
I
All I
thought
know is I
you-
saw Chew's forearm, and it looked like he could scoop up some nachos with it. That's all I know.
But hey,
Yeah.
hey, you guys.
Ooh,
Yes, yes.
who's
Gotta
got
have, the,
this?
gotta have the arm scoop.
All right, to go to the pizza question.
Do we have do we have pizza answers for the question?
Yes.
All right, Rod wants to do his trivia.
No, I'm just asking if everybody.
I want a smoked Hellas with my pizza
Ooh, that's
I'm
good.
just saying, look up.
because my pizza always has bacon on it.
Okay.
I can dig that.
It depends on the pizza. If it's like a nice spicy pizza, give me like an IPA. I think would go. Just like kind of IPAs go with like hot
IPAs are good. Yeah.
But really, just like a nice classic lager of some sort.
Yeah, a nice Vienna Pilsner wouldn't be bad with.
Yeah, stuff like that. Just
speaking of bacon,
maybe even like a nice Kolsch.
Ooh, maple ranch.
A maple. Yeah.
This
Not
one I had
ranch.
No, I
last
told
week.
you so. He was talking himself out of being happy.
Yeah. This one I had last week because we were talking about bacon and smoking and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I would like some campfire tonight.
Is that who's that? Is that Von Trapp?
It is.
Yeah,
Stove
we didn't
style.
see that here, and I got pissed.
They did it with
not
Chat
epic.
Family Lodge.
I know.
Joe,
Pisses me off.
Chew says IPA doesn't taste good with anything.
Yeah, well, you eat nachos every night for dinner, okay?
He didn't hear you, but I hope he hears it downstairs.
Chew, I can't believe Chew actually said that. Chew's just firing shots all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not the guy.
IPA fan.
I'm not the guy who went to an Irish pub in Scotland and ordered nachos. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Right, True? Wrong answer there.
I like how your lights turned red behind you when you did that too. It was like the lights were.
That was totally not planned.
Oh, he
Taking
just-
over
he takes it
the
as a
Wheel of Fortune
compliment.
over here.
He takes it as a
literally just
compliment.
popped in the door and said he takes that as a compliment.
The buzzer?
That he orders nachos in Scotland at an Irish bar. I don't know. He just
Wears
said
it as a
he
badge
takes
of
it
honor.
as a compliment.
Yeah.
It was a badge of honor.
So,
And you know,
Ron,
with Chew, they didn't see him coming.
His name is John C. And the WWE
That's going to be Chew's theme when he walks in a Scottish restaurant. So,
Yes.
like,
oh my God, Ron.
We gotta get back to
Ron.
Scotland now.
That's perfect. That's perfect for Chew right there for sure.
Okay.
yes, Shannon.
So-
Mm-hmm.
You got beer trivia. So I'm like, I need you to ask a question
I got another question for you. I got another question for you.
that has an actual right.
There is no right answer. That was just an answer to see what everybody's feeling.
Yes, because I have a hammock down there and I have my puppy here. So I'm like, I just want to get this question and see who can answer it correctly, not an opinion, a correct answer. And then me and my Blakey boy are going to go lay in the hammock downstairs.
But these are open-ended questions, so it's opposed to closed-ended.
She wants a specific question.
I don't have specific ones tonight. Tonight's not a
And
specific
that's okay.
one.
Sometimes you want things you can't get.
But this one is, what is a beer style that you wish that brewers made more of?
Yes,
Hefeweizen every day, all day.
Oh, I'm about to lose my shit.
See, you got an answer right there.
Yeah, see?
Hefeweizen.
There you go.
ESB.
I like that she says it
ESB
correctly
every
too.
day.
ESB.
ESB?
Every day I
I
want.
mean, you got Honkers Ale. What more do you need?
Right, yeah. Hunker's out, yeah.
Honkers the best.
Right, Joe.
Honkers is fine. I want an ESB from every brewery forever. I just want ESBs all over the place. I want to be drowning in ESB. That's all I want.
Can I only
Love
pick
it.
one style? Like, because I got like one and like 1.5. Because one's not really a style.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. It's open-ended.
All right. So one ingredient that I'd like to see more in beers, and this encompasses a lot of style, is rye. I want to see more rye beers.
Oh,
Rye IPAs, just rye beers, rye whiskey, rye everything.
Yes.
Because I love rye. And then the other beer style for me would be an English dark mild.
Oh,
there you go.
I do love a wee heavy or a Scotch ale.
Mhm.
I love. I would ask for more of those as well.
Yep.
Not an IPA chew. I hear him yelling. Sorry.
He's probably going, nacho beer. We're gonna make nacho beers, guys.
Nacho beer.
Maybe make some more tortilla chips and sour cream. It's like, what are you talking about, Shu?
That'd be Mexican lager for Chew. Yeah.
Make sure there's some
He does
scallions
love
in it.
Mexican lagers, that's true. Actually, one of the places I work does a Mexican lager with cilantro and chili peppers.
Oh, if you taste soap with cilantro, you're out. You're just like, no.
It's very interesting, and they've done 2 test batches, and now they're hoping to get some tequila barrels to age it in.
Oh,
and
that'd
see
be
how that
interesting.
goes.
Little agave.
So
Nice.
that's going to be kind of fun. I'm kind of excited for when they get a hold of those tequila barrels because that's going to be an interesting beer for sure.
All right, how about you, Todd? Todd, you just
Said
get
that,
muted.
Todd.
He's muted.
Are you
saying
muted,
things.
Todd? Did you mute yourself? Did Shannon mute you? Yeah, you're muted now. I can't hear you.
I like
Yeah,
it better this way.
I
Yeah, it's a lot better. Oh, no, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Now we can hear you. Yeah. So
I
what did
feel
you
like
say?
Probably barrel aged stout for most part, because most breweries probably don't have a good like barrel aged stout.
You want more barrel aged stouts?
No,
Well,
no,
you-
I'm just saying like for the most part, like most breweries probably don't really have those.
Oh, so
Every
you
now
want
and
to
again,
see?
you might come across one, but
All right. How about
Yeah.
you, Rob?
Yeah, I think. Well, for me, I like to see some more black IPAs. I'm always a black IPA fan.
Only-
see,
Only if they taste like
our brewery local just brewed in that black IPA, so
too many places. Their black IPAs taste like hoppy stouts. It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
or a Cascadian Dark Ale.
oh, that's all fucking same.
Right, just like the India Pale Lager. We don't
Yeah.
make those anymore. We make cold IPAs.
Yeah, we make cold IPAs
right.
because it's we don't always use the specific yeast. Blah, blah, blah. It's like it's a fucking IPA. Just stop it. Or it's yeah.
Not technically, we don't. Yeah,
Joe, when do you get off work?
Very shortly, and I'll be leaving
Oh, so we won't be able to
For-
see you then?
forever. Probably not. No.
Joe, are you guys hiring? Because I want a job where I could just
No, Todd, we're not.
YouTube for hours.
We don't consider people from Children of the Corn. I just throw it out there.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Joe. Fair enough.
Gilbert said Belgian extra strong. I don't know if that was with the pizza or if that was one you'd like to see more of, though.
Is this fucking guy trying to eat it with a duck confit? Like, what is he trying to like these special? Yeah.
Possibly.
Chris said off base, but Merlot wine is really good with pizza. Yeah, you
Oh,
can enjoy
yeah.
some nice
That's true.
Merlot with pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
Now
For
you're
sure.
going all bougie on this.
I have
I mean-
red
Glass of
and
wine,
Merlot. I
whatever,
can't
you
drink
know.
it anymore.
Tres has a refined palate. I mean, you know.
He's definitely got a better palate than
I know,
all
but
of
you
us.
have one bad night of Merlot, you can't go back.
We'll still be
It's
never
true.
Cincinnati.
I
Just
mean-
saying, just saying.
For
Foster's
Christ's sakes, we had
pizza.
someone drinking bushes. Like, what are we doing? Sorry, man.
Hey,
You're
Joe,
right.
Joe, I'm watching you, Buster.
And not even the peach.
Yeah, you at least you got to get the peach. That's all the rage now.
I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you. I know it's just your logo, but I'm watching you.
Yeah, you see it occasionally, like it's pulsating.
Speaking of which, for Big Daddy and JT, before y'all jump off, next Tuesday is when I'm actually going to be up there in Chicago. So
Oh shit,
I've
you're in
re- I've re-
Chicago?
yeah, I've already connected with Afro Beer Chick, so she's going to be down to meet, and Dave from Beer in Front most likely as well.
Oh,
So
wow. Butcher.
we're going to meet somewhere next Tuesday probably.
Are you meeting up with Mallory? You guys got to meet up, right?
Well,
What do you
Matt,
guys-
what you talk about? Well, I'll be there
No,
Tuesday.
but
and
Tuesday
through the
I
weekend.
have to work at Liquid Love. I'm stuck working at Liquid Love on Tuesday. That's because I'm stopping working there, so I have to be there on Tuesday.
Just don't
Tuesday
show
is
up, Mel.
important,
Just
but I
don't show
will
up.
see
You're
you
quitting
another
anyway,
day.
so just don't
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, I am sick today. I don't feel good.
Exactly.
It's a staff of 6. I can't do that.
I drank too much Bush beer the other night.
You're right.
Joe, I am gonna come over there to
Sorry.
Buffalo and teach you a lesson.
Thursday
Shush.
day.
Well, it'll probably be like Tuesday or Friday. So, because the other
Friday.
night we're working with stuff. But
Tuesday or Friday.
I know I talked to Dave because Dave's actually at the airport when I come in, possibly. So
Broad
I might be
range
in there
there,
for a
Rob.
bit. But
Tuesday
we'll
or
get some
Friday.
stuff set up. Well, I'm there the whole thing through Saturday morning.
No, I
Exactly.
know. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
What are you
But the
doing?
other-
Food? What are you gonna try to do food wise, Rod? You gonna go for the classics there, like an Italian beef sandwich, or
Well, I'm at work for a conference, so I'm at meetings the other nights and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah, but-
usually when I go in, I go to like Exchequer or Miller's Pub or something like that, and there and get like a big meal or something down because I'll be downtown on Whacker. I'm on Whacker. I'll name that street after a gangster, didn't you? Yeah. So
Good.
I'm over here on
Okay.
Wacker Drive. So next week, for those watching, there won't be a show because I'll actually be at a conference.
Unbelievable.
So, Rod, Tuesday I have to work at Liquid Love. Friday is Taste of Highland Park. I'm at Ravinia. They're in Highland Park. I don't have a choice. I can't miss work on Tuesday or Friday, and it's killing me because I want to see you.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well, it
not
might be
sure
to coordinate
what
something for Friday and stuff, depending.
So what Mel really has said, Rod, is F you.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Well-
I'm hearing like
well-
I kind of want to hang out with you, but not really. Like,
Well,
not
actually,
really.
The 2 days he's given me don't work, and I'm like, oh,
Like in theory, it sounds cool, but like actuality,
Well, I mean, Liquid Love is one of the breweries I wanted
Another
to try to
day.
see anyway when I was up there, so that could work. But I kind of wanted to swing by Hot Butcher too when I'm in there.
yeah,
as
you
well.
gotta go to Hot
Yeah,
Butcher. Say
you
hi
have
to
to.
Jeremiah
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
So what if you came by Liquid Love on Tuesday and did Hot Butcher on Friday?
That could possibly work out. So
And see about your other folks if they want to come to Liquid Love or Hot Butcher, and
yeah,
But I'll be serving you then, if that's okay with you. I'll be your bartender.
I would
Hey.
question most of it.
Hey, Mel.
I'd be like,
Mel.
she's wanted by the police, huh?
Mel, if it makes you
Only
feel
in a couple countries, not here.
All I know is I better not see Bush in my glass.
I work at breweries. Poop.
What
Never
depends.
mind.
You just called me poop.
I did call you poop.
You just called me poop.
I'll do poop.
She's like, I work at breweries. Poop.
So Mel, if it makes you feel any better, Rod actually lived an hour and a half away from me, and never once come here. You live what, 4.5 hours away? And you
That's
actually
right.
stayed
You
at
call
our
him
house.
out. Call him out right now. Call him
Yeah.
out for that.
Yeah,
I am
Todd.
calling him out right now. I'm calling him out right now. Now you live 10 hours away from me. I don't know what it is. It's a long way than it was an hour and a half.
That's a pretty long way.
Hey Joe, I don't know if you saw one of my other videos a couple weeks ago, but it was chock full of Rod J. I'm getting Rod J deals in Maryland now, by the way. So
I tend to avoid anything where I see Rod J deals just for my heart,
Right, Joe. Right.
for my heart health mostly. I don't.
so one of them was from Todd's
My chemical
area.
heart can't take it.
So
Yeah.
Three
Right,
Floyds.
right, like I said, nobody likes a bragger. Right, nobody likes a bragger.
look into my eye.
I'm just
Three
gonna
Floyds.
I'm just gonna leave for a second as you continue to say whatever you're gonna say. I'll be back when you're done.
So one of them was I went to the store. It was like Three Floyds Brewing, obviously from where Todd's, Indiana. They had their Cucamonga or whatever. You'd love this coconut imperial stout or whatever.
Yeah, you already pissed
Like-
me off.
15.6% ABV.
Holy
They-
fuck! What the fuck?
They had it on the closeout section. It was like I don't even know what it was. Like I went to the guy what the price stuff was. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's going to be a markdown and stuff because we got so much of it."
Joey,
What are you marking it down to? He was like, "This was like what was that? I think it was like a 4-pack or whatever." And it was like, "Oh, it's usually like $12.99, but I think we're knocking down to $8.99 or something and everything." And I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, but you come back tomorrow and do it. You know what? I'll do it to you today or whatever." So I got a couple of them. He knocked it down for me, and it was
Couple
just
4-packs.
yeah, the $8.99 for. I was like, okay, that works for me. And Todd's like, I can't even get that here, and I'm in the state.
What the hell? What the hell? Send me one. I want one. I just want to try one.
I'll tell you what, the last 45 seconds has made me reconsider ever coming back on the show.
Oh, I didn't even tell you. And then I got six six Unibrew beer variety pack with 2 glasses for $15.99.
Yeah, it's not as good as the other one. Other one was way better. I don't like it.
Like I said, Rod, nobody likes a bragger.
I don't know. It's wherever I go, I find these deals that seem to pop up.
I'm telling you, Joe, why don't you come visit me and come to Hot Butcher and meet the folks who were
If
here?
Yeah, if I come to Chicago, I'll definitely.
Please do. I would love that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I go to Chicago, Hot Butcher is 100% on the docket without question. No,
I mean, it should be, right?
From now on, when I have something to say, I'm just gonna text Mallory and be like, you know what, just say it on the show.
Guess it's just a pop off now. Mallory's hotline. How may I help you?
Emerson, I'm not giving you my phone number because
I want-
I know what you message on here.
Mallory, I want you to read this word for word right now.
Chris in the house. Cheers, my friend. What is going on? I could use a few more Bud Light choices.
There's Bud Light, and then there's Bud Light, and then there's Bud Light.
Well, I think he's looking for Bud Light options, but You go to Modelo. Modelo's number one now, but hey, Modelo's got their own stuff going on. So you go to Miller Coors. Actually, I've had a lot of people watching the Coors video I did of the banquet beer, which is where I've been seeing that pop up with people watching it now lately. So I don't know if it's all Smoking the Bandit type revisiting thing or what, but I don't know, the old Coors Stubby. It's all right for macro beer. It does it well.
I have to interrupt and say hi, Vanessa, because Vanessa's here. So.
Oh, we got Vanessa in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Revolution Brewing does a rise out. Revolution is solid.
I just had a viewer sent me their Rye Way to Heaven a couple months ago, which was a rye whiskey barrel aged barley wine. Was delicious.
Oh my god,
that was from Revolution.
From Revolution, yeah.
Nice.
It was awesome. I love rye so much. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw or not, Mal, but Afro Beer Chick, she's got a thing now where she does beer cocktails with Revolution and stuff. So she always posts videos from their brewery and stuff.
Nice.
When they bring her in.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. If you check out her channel or usually it's on Twitter or Facebook,
honestly,
she's always coming up with stuff.
People, so.
Yeah, it's tough. I try to keep up as much as I can. It's tough.
Yeah, well, I haven't even been keeping up on posting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
People think, oh yeah, you just make a YouTube channel. You blow out. Like, no, it's not that easy. It's just like you just.
No, it's not. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I get off work to work again. Yeah.
It's tough to be consistent is the key thing. It's like really tough.
Actually, I do have some good news to share. If that's not beer news per se, but I am now a manager with a brewery.
Oh, very nice.
I am. So they're starting me with doing scheduling for the staff, doing inventory on beer, liquor, wine, dry goods, and the kitchen. So I'm doing all the inventory and ordering for that. And I'm going to be working with the brewers and how they're ordering and a lot of their administrative stuff. So I'm super excited to learn all that stuff, but it's very, it'll be end of this month, but it's
nice.
Congrats.
Well, let's get you a little recognition there. Yeah. I'll go wild.
Nice clap.
So learning how the breweries work, so Chu and I can open our own in 5 years. 5 years
nice.
In May, Chu and I are going to be opening our own brewery. Don't know where, don't know when, don't know how, but we are going to open our own brewery in 5 years.
Man, the crowd's going crazy for you. They love you. They love you.
It's a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Now, Mallory,
I'm
gonna need you to send us all beer mails with whatever beer you have, so we can review it. You know.
Or
what?
Great idea. I will see about doing that, and I think that's an excellent way to get the word out about the brewery that I'm with. So I'm super excited, and also one of the owners said, hey, I have like 1,000 documents of tax documents that I can share with you and talk to you about. And I went, ooh, tax documents. I was super excited. So that's just showing how nerdy I am.
Yeah.
Excited I am to learn how taxes work for breweries.
Yeah. That's why Emerson sends you the messages.
She just came in and said Joe's gonna get the first nacho beer. If we can get one of those made, Joe's gonna get the first one.
I'm down for it.
One more beer. I'm gonna go to bed.
And welcome to Drunken Chef Barbecue in the house. And
Drunken Chef, how are you, darling?
Welcome.
I bet Drunken Chef comes up with some pretty good ideas of being drunk and cooking.
Stuff is so freaking good. He makes the best suggestions. Everything is amazing.
Hey, Mel.
Check out his channel. He's phenomenal.
Let's meet the Hot Butcher Tap Room Tuesdays. That's for me. Friday, we're going to be at a concert, JT said. We'll have to see, because I'm trying to
have a great beer. It's called Nacho Bait.
Oh, yeah. That's Country Boy.
Yes.
JT, I just said I have to work on Tuesday at Liquid Love. Why don't you come see me at Liquid Love? You've never come see me. Come out
JT.
to my area.
What are you doing, man?
I haven't seen you in the city. Come out to Liquid Love and visit me at Liquid Love, and I'll serve you beer. Because come on.
And when we got together, we went to, I think it was Exchequer. I can't remember Exchequer or Miller's Pub. It was one of them. I think it was Exchequer, but the guy next to us was struggling with a rack of ribs. He got this big rack of ribs, and his eyes were like huge. Like Chicago food, right? The ribs are hanging off the plate, and it's just like this dude was not expecting what he ordered there.
You should though.
Give me a beer.
Rod, you should send an email to Jeremiah if you do go to Hot Butcher and let him know you're coming. He might want to, be there if you can.
Yeah, I can definitely reach out. I haven't got anything from like over a year or so, but I wanted to thank
Since
him
you
for
moved,
something
right?
this, man. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'll talk to the guys again down there.
Oh, I can
Yes.
Crystal Lake, busted prop.
Did you say you needed one, or were you just showing that one?
Huh?
Because she might bring you another one now because I hit the siren.
No, he brought me this one.
Oh.
Oh, I just hit a siren. He might,
Is that how
he
it
might bring you
works?
another one. You better
False
chug.
alarm. False alarm.
And as soon as I opened it, it just foamed all over the place. So it's
Oh, see,
like
you need another one now.
Unbelievable.
Funny how things work
the
out.
moment I opened it, this is what happened. It just foamed over everything. So
You know what would happen if that was a bush beer? It wouldn't happen, guaranteed.
Joe, I am gonna bust your face. Stop it.
That's very violent of you, but
I know.
I'm
Stop
into
it.
some things.
I'm a
You're
Turned
killing me,
angry all of a
Joe.
sudden.
slip you a Mickey. What are you,
Yeah,
Bill Cosby?
now-
Oh,
Well, I would say, do you expect anything more or less?
Oh
Or
yeah.
I don't
from
expect
Paul?
anything with Paul. I
From
just take it as it comes.
Crystal Lake Brewing
You're right,
Company,
right.
busted prop, wheat ale.
A wheat?
And this is what
Wheat
she
ale?
brought me.
Push hair in your glass. See, Paul just comes right in on the back end and
No,
stuff.
he
It's
just
like,
he,
yeah.
he hears he
Yeah,
hears
see-
only what he wants to.
He had the Cucamonga. He said he drank his 4-pack in the same night. So, which
It's a
doesn't
nice-
surprise me with Paul. And
That's
then
a
he ate
session beer.
and then he ate a raw steak afterwards. So
Yeah.
that's Paul.
session. Yes,
Yeah.
sessionable.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Vanessa.
What's up,
I love you,
BK?
Vanessa.
Dragon's Milk Stout on tap with pizza. That's not a bad combination.
Frick yes.
The patio papers are now complete. Out up to the bench swings fire pit. Nice. So that's, I got to look on your picture, see how that backyard is coming for you, coming along.
Coming along. It is
Rye
coming
stout would be nice. A little bit of spice action for sure. Congrats, Mal. Trez said as well. So
Oh,
Vanessa
thank you,
said
Trez.
congrats.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Y'all need hand painted beer labels. Hand painted beer labels.
I
would be pretty
agree. That
Paul's
would be-
trying to say he would like to paint your beer labels. That's what he's
I
trying to
was
say.
gonna say, Joe.
Yeah.
I think it's this way of saying I'll paint them for you.
He's like, just hire me. I got this.
5-year mark makes it official. Secure for retirement at 67. Hope they can make it there. It seems like you're doing everything you need to do, Vanessa. So if anybody's going to do it, you're going to do it for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, she's on top of it.
use a silicone mat with a raised edge on the table and would catch the beer so it's not wasted on the spill. See what I mean? Look.
See, now when we're talking about practical, we're not talking about people urinating at one another. We're talking about practical to save beer. That's what we're talking about.
No, don't go there.
But apparently, it's a
I didn't go there in the first place, just to be clear.
Joe, unless you're going to draw me a diagram, I
There's
don't want
some
to hear it.
there's some type of practicality with it. That's what she was trying to explain. So
Yeah.
I need a diagram.
I don't know if she ever
Here's
did
Vanessa.
fully explain it, though, if I'm being
I
honest.
don't know.
Like,
I think
I
Todd
don't-
would go check on her just now.
I think so, but I don't think we ever got like
I need a
a
diagram.
like I never heard of the practical way to do that. Like there was no actual definition of the practical way of doing that.
I don't know if there is a practical way to do it.
I don't think there is. It's like
It's so funny
somebody's getting messy, some things getting messy. It's just it is what it is.
So I go through phases where I have to
Ooh,
like
nice.
watch certain things, and right now I'm watching like creepy videos. And honestly, look at Todd, and look at those two little lights off to the side. It looks like
Yeah, they were
Shep-
behind Shannon's
they're
head
like
earlier. I
creepy
saw those. I was like,
shadow
what is
person.
that?
100,
Yeah.
those are the children in the of the corner,
Well,
right?
could be
Like
could be
shadow
could-
person.
could be
next to
Ewok.
him.
Could be Star Wars out there. Could be Ewok.
I got a creepy vibe. But my phone has not turned on Pandora today, so that's nice.
Yeah, last week your phone just popped on with music.
That
Like
scared
I
the
know.
heck out of me. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, that
Todd,
was
you're still muted or something.
that was interesting when that happened.
I did not like that.
Sorry, that was crazy. That was crazy.
I was super unhappy when my phone kept turning on songs at random. I did
Were they
not
good
like
songs?
that at all.
I forgot what song they were. What song was it? It was one of the Beach Boys.
Surf and Safari
Yeah.
and what a newer song. I don't know. But
How many surfing songs do the Beach Boys have? Like 43?
Probably so, Joe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm trying.
Actually,
Probably
my
two
phone-
more than Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, right.
My phone, without me touching it, decided to play songs at random, even though it was turned like the screen was off. I didn't touch it. There was no reason for it to start playing a song, and it kept playing songs. And I was like, I got a little nervous because she wasn't home too. So I was like,
I
"What
think
the fuck
she was
is going
messing.
on?"
I think she was
I don't
messing
like
with you, Mel. She was messing with you.
I have not had that, but Mal's in
Motor Brewing
Illinois.
Company is phenomenal. Actually,
Yeah.
their beer is excellent. Though in Huntley, Illinois, I always go to So Hopped first. So Hopped is my jam. They have this alt beer that won.
I haven't heard somebody say my
American
jam
Beer
since
Festival
Joe
being-
probably said it like a long time ago.
Imagine.
You and Joe both jam.
Yes.
Yeah,
Their
maybe.
pumpkin patch imperial stout was phenomenal. However, So Hopped in the same town still rocks my world. I can't help myself. I just Doug, the brewer there, phenomenal. Everything he does is like magic. So good.
Todd sent me one of their beers. They're Morever, I think is the name
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah.
And then I also had another viewer send me, and this is for you, Paul. They did a what is called West Coast Double Dusty. It was a great West Coast IPA.
Ooh.
So
I think Joe might have sent you 2 of those. Actually,
you may have. I don't know.
Have you seen this one, Joe, yet?
Definitely one.
The West Coast IPA shirt?
Yay!
Yay!
Nice. IPA.
IPA.
The treads from Vanessa and
He had me a pumpkin patch
hopped.
imperial stout.
Joe,
Stop with the pumpkin.
not
You're
Joe?
weak of pumpkin beer. Like Joe, I can't mess with pumpkin like you mess with pumpkin.
I'm gonna need you to rein it in.
Hey Joe, are you on overtime?
Out there
yet,
like Linus,
No, I got 15 minutes.
or- okay.
like Linus in a great pumpkin patch.
Don't
That's
worry about it.
Joe.
I'm doing things. Okay.
No.
Are you getting
Are
stuff
you
done
hiring?
while we're
I'm just
talking?
asking because are you hiring? Is what I want to know.
You gotta understand, Joe's a hitman, so he has time on his hands.
This is a rare occasion, Todd. Like this rarely happens.
No, I
So.
know. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing
Joe,
with
I'm super happy it happened today because this has been lovely.
I'm
You're
slightly
so
disappointed.
funny.
For sure.
I'm slightly
You're so
disappointed,
funny. You're so
mostly
good to talk
because
to.
it was cool talking with you guys, but like
Oh,
the whole
man.
urinating on people, like I'm not like that was a cool conversation. I'm just very angry we didn't get to the practical way of doing it before Shannon.
I
left.
told her.
Hey, Shannon, okay, Shannon. Practical
Okay,
way.
shit. There you
Yeah.
go.
Speak of the devil.
We need the
Oh,
diagram.
Shannon's back! Yay!
Yeah.
I need
never
a
got to the end of
diagram.
it.
You need to write it. You need to
I
draw it.
thought she passed out. That's why I was like,
Probably not.
And she was like, I'm going to the hammock and hanging out with the dog. And so,
Shannon, I need the diagram.
I need Shannon to ask a question. Shannon comes up with questions. Ask a question, Shannon.
Oh my,
Oh god.
oh my God.
ill-advised.
So
Just throwing it out there.
Just pick one. Just pick one.
Yeah, Vanessa, you missed like a whole conversation we had. It
I got
started
a
with
question.
okay.
Yeah, it was the whole thing, Vanessa. Yeah,
She's got it.
Okay.
If you could be anything in your
Pickle sour.
if you could be anywhere in your life, which is kind of an open-ended question, where we
Yeah.
I'll go first. I would be a gypsy. I'd just be like,
How about finish the
Wait a
question?
minute. Was it going to be where you're going to be or what you want to be?
Right. Finish the question first.
Well,
I thought you
that-
meant
like I would just like I don't want to be anywhere at any time. I just want to like skip around and
Oh, you want to be
No,
like
that
a
was the
you want to be
question,
like a
not what
no.
you would.
She's saying where like she would want to be like a gypsy moving all through, like
where
kind of
would
like
you
a
be?
she would want to be like a nomad type thing where she would go. from different
That
spots
would be
to spots.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like I would be where I want to be,
Bounce around.
where I want to be. I don't want to be anywhere. I
I
just want to be where I want to be when I want to be.
don't want.
I think it's what you want to be, which would be like a nomad. 'Cause then you could be
It
anywhere
might
you
be.
want to be.
Okay, so what? Yeah, I would be a gypsy. What would you want to be?
What would I want to be?
Inquire minds want to know.
Well, I have an answer.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
Mal.
Mal, go ahead.
So, you know that diners, drive-ins, and dives, that TV
Yeah.
show?
Yes.
Mhm.
So I want to be that guy, but I want to be breweries.
You would take my answer, aren't you? Because I
Hold
said
on.
that for years.
Hold up.
Yeah, but she knew it.
Hold
she had
up,
an
it
answer
gets
for
better.
you.
Are you taking everybody to Flavor Town?
I want to start with that.
Flavortown, yes. Yeah,
I want to
Flavortown.
start with that.
Yeah.
And then I want to own my own little brewery on my own little space with like 2 Airbnbs on the property and like a little setup going. And then I want to have my little retirement that is my little brewery. And that's what I want.
We kind of have that here.
I want to start out being the travel the freaking world and try all the breweries. And then I want to own my own little brewery and do my own little thing and retire on that money and be done.
There you go.
Okay, you started. I'm gonna let you all finish this question, but I got another question after this question.
Oh, the train started out the
Okay.
station.
Let them go. Let them go. Let them
Yeah.
go.
See where it goes right now.
So Todd and Rod got to answer the question.
And Joe.
And Joe.
Nah, I don't know.
Well,
Mine's real simple. I would like to have my own aortic valve again. That would be cool. And
Fair enough.
yeah, that's about it.
Fair
That's about it. I'm
That's
good.
Fair enough.
Just give me back my
Okay,
aortic
that's
valve.
fair.
They took it away from me. They didn't even let me see the fucking thing. Like I wanted to say goodbye to it.
You didn't even get to have it in a jar or anything.
No, that'd have been cool. I'd have like named them and maybe even showed them in some
would you have
videos.
named- What was the name you would have given?
I
it to?
have no idea. I would have had to take some time. With that
Exactly.
one.
You don't think about
It's like it's like a child. I got to think about it. It's my own valve.
Right.
You've had plenty
Yes,
of time
yes.
to think about it, but you still don't.
I really never really thought about it because
You're almost there, Paul.
Exactly.
Paul's
You're
almost
going.
done.
You're going. You're
Fuck
going.
that.
No, my thing would
that thing
be
failed me.
Mal
I like
kind of
it.
leaned into it already, but I watched Diner Driving Dives, and my thing would be to be that guy in the beer world, just to be traveling from
Yeah,
beer spot
yeah,
to
that would
beer
be
spot,
cool.
telling the stories of beer and
Be
Yeah.
the
Things
guy
like
for the
that.
area of the beer world.
Just constantly
beer
traveling
world.
and trying everything, man. That would be,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that'd be a good time.
Going to
Oops,
Czech
snap
Republic,
back
going
to reality.
Right.
Going to Czech Republic, going to Belgium, going to China, going to all the places and trying the beer and saying, "Hey, this is what's up here."
Yeah.
Like that would be freaking amazing.
Which actually, I have two friends that work like in the Hollywood scene. I need to get in touch with them and see how them take a look.
How do
If
It's
you
in a,
do
is it in a
Not-
book?
Take me with you.
Is it a book?
It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
No, take me with you.
Well, right now the
Because-
writers are on strike, so they're kind of focused on some other stuff there. But a couple
Yeah,
friends in
not
college
working.
and stuff. Yeah.
He was great at
Yeah.
cameramanning. No, he's terrible at cameramanning, but still, Chew.
Listen, don't let Chew handle the menu of any brewery that you guys do. I don't want to see 33 different variations of nachos.
Nachos
Okay?
or nothing?
No, but choose easy because you know how to pay them. Just pay them in nachos.
That's
I
true.
pay him
He
in
does
beer.
work for
Are you
nachos.
kidding? That's how I pay him. I
Tortillas
pay him
and
in beer.
cheese.
That's my cameraman is paid in beer.
I mean, we'd have a
That's fair.
nacho exchange just for Chew.
Nacho.
Cheese, cheese and a meat of your choice.
Beach bum living off the seas food. Oh, that wouldn't be a bad
Oh.
life if you're in the
That
right.
one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget my next question.
Did you write? Where's your
I went
notebook?
through like 3. I forgot what.
Bust
my
out the
next-
phone,
Where's
get
your
out
notebook?
notepad, go to
Shannon,
work.
where's
You're
your
right, Joe.
notebook?
Yes.
Just do it.
Shannon,
Alright,
you need your
listen.
notebook. You're supposed to write it down.
Everybody knows.
I know,
Everybody
but
knows
I'm
about the
on
notebook.
I'm on the porch, so I don't
Yeah.
have.
My buddy filmed a Triple D episode. That guy threw the total dick yelling at his whole crew the whole time.
Oh,
Like,
that sucks.
Yeah, I'm
well, he actually.
Well, I want to be better than him.
Well, I've heard stories about some of the stuff there, like some of the things to deal with. But I mean, I did catering in college, and chefs are very particular on things.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you can't really fuck up because it's like the food type thing. So they're very direct. That's why I like watching like Gordon Ramsay and all of them type of stuff. So they're just really direct on how you have to handle stuff. But yeah,
And Bar Rescue and all
And
the
Bar
other
Rescue.
things. Yeah.
He wears
Of
the
course,
sunglasses
though.
backwards. Not a fan.
but then Gordon Ramsay's also spent a lot of time. You know, he's kind of my wife said I like him because he's an asshole, and Taffer grew up in New Jersey, which makes him an asshole. And I seem to have the asshole-ish type thing where I connect with people. So I grew
I'm
up
sorry,
in
who
New Jersey.
was an asshole? Because it sounded like you said your wife, and I'm like,
No, she said I like them because
Whoa.
they're assholes, like John
Yeah,
Taffer and
Oh yeah.
I wanted
and, Gordon
clarification.
Ramsay.
That sounded wrong to me.
I don't see him as assholes. I see him just being direct. But
I thought you said your wife was an asshole. I was
no,
like, wait, what?
Now, Rod, did you ever think that it takes one to know one?
that's why I probably like them. That's why I probably like them. Just, so you know, I just I go through fits at work. Like I cannot believe someone can raise a kid to be this stupid. But it is what it is. I bite my tongue on some of the younger generation. I don't want to be that old Clint Eastwood guy in the office sometimes. So
As the kids say, no cap.
yeah. Yeah.
So, Joe, it looks like Vanessa's talking direct to you.
Yeah, no, so my aorta also is dilated to some degree. They were talking about potentially having an aortic dissection and needed to get that replaced too. Luckily, I did not have an aortic aneurysm that needed to be fixed, and they've been keeping an eye on it. Looks like it's not growing any, so that's good.
Good.
Because I would have had to get my aorta replaced at the same time, which isn't ideal.
It's really not that funny.
Sidecar. He's going to do a
I know,
motorcycle around the
seriously.
world.
No, I said I need my aorta replaced. You fucking idiot.
What he said.
Your aorta sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Come
not
on,
great.
Mal, be.
Oh, we need a sidecar. Mal.
Valerie's like, what are you guys talking about?
Maybe I shouldn't have pulled that comment up at that
No,
same time.
no.
You made it feel so like I feel like it feels like that big now.
See, Vanessa, that's pretty
See,
high.
Juice riding with Mallory. I feel like Juice's dream was to be the pool boy, like just the pool boy and ride with Mallory. Wherever Mallory wants to go, that's where he's going to be.
No, you know what?
You're
My
right.
best
Yeah,
friend,
yeah.
Things that
my
way.
best friend always calls
Yes.
him the cabana boy.
Cabanable. I'm the Cabanable.
Yeah, what's the cabana boy? He'll bring us drinks when we're like.
Hold on.
I think that was like a million years ago, but
No, it's just a couple weeks ago, probably.
Heather always
Yeah.
calls Todd the cabana boy. I'm like, well, you know, I don't fuck shit. I mean, I do fuck shit up, but like,
Did you say you just do that?
That's
What?
another story.
I have another question.
Wait. Well, we got our theme. We got our
Yeah,
theme.
notepad, too,
I
so.
did because I knew I had like 3 questions before this question.
I got to go in 5 minutes, so
Upside down.
So Chu said Rick
Joe's
Stiller
got
breweries,
a
and
buck
that's
out in like
wrong.
3 minutes.
It's the Rick Steves of breweries. Rick
Hmm.
Steves. Do you guys remember Rick Steves?
Was he the
from
music-
PBS?
No.
No.
So at PBS, he had Rick Steves, and he would travel all over the place, and he would show places to go, and he would, show these little hotels and all this stuff. But he was like a travel guide, but I mean, he was very vanilla about everything. I want to be a little bit more snarky than him, and then do what he did. So it was a PBS travel show. Rick Steves. He has all the travel books in Barnes & Noble. You can find them. He's amazing. He knows his stuff. He really does. If you're traveling to France, pick up his book, not the others. He's amazing. But yeah,
I love
I want to be
Okay.
the Rick Steves of breweries.
So not Stiller, but
Not Stiller.
Steve's. I do
Rick-
remember seeing Rick Steve's name on PBS. I just never watched
Yes.
the show, but I do remember
Rick
seeing that
Steves was
before.
amazing. He did all the travel Europe and travel Asia, and he did all these different travel things. So, but he was paid by PBS, so it was
Yeah.
all like low dollar stuff. It wasn't like the high end things. It was amazing. He was phenomenal.
mine was 3.9, Vanessa.
Ooh,
So yours is a little
3.9, 4.6. Yeah. She's a big
Okay, I
L.
really want to go back.
No,
down.
Paul. No.
bit.
That's
Yeah,
a
well,
bad
what do you mean accuse, Paul? You are.
Paul,
And you'll
come
admit to it.
on.
Oh, Paul's a huge
I
asshole.
really wanna
no,
go back
careful.
In the
Well,
best
hold
way
on.
possible.
I have
Paul.
never called Paul an asshole.
I just did because
Hey,
he is.
here's my question. Because
Hold on. I got to
Here's
finish
my
this
question.
comment here. Vanessa.
Okay.
We want Vanessa to be healthy and safe.
Yeah,
and not be
that's not
blacking out
good,
and falling
Vanessa.
down.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's
But
terrible.
she doesn't know Rick Steves. Now, Shannon, you can ask your question.
what is your favorite thing about yourself?
Did we do this before?
I think so. Probably so. Well,
Uh,
multiple times, I'm sure.
Well, I'm gonna say my favorite thing about myself is I want to know what your favorite thing is about yourself.
That's your favorite thing right
Oh, that's like some Yoda Star Wars thing right there.
now?
That is my favorite thing about myself is I want to know what everybody else's.
That's some
favorite
Tropic
things
Thunder,
about
Robert Downey
Bullshit.
Jr. I know who I am.
Well, tell me who you are. What's your favorite thing about yourself?
My favorite thing about myself, Shannon, is that I always want to learn all the things. Always. I want to learn every single thing I possibly can at all times. And
I
every
want-
time I get a chance to talk with
We
people
haven't
like
done
you
this one
guys,
before.
I get an opportunity
14
to
times,
learn
I think.
where you stand on things, how you think about things, and I learn from all of you every chance I get. So
Yes.
yeah, for me, I want to learn all the time.
Makes
let's
me
get-
want to read I wrote my daughter a letter when she graduated, and I wrote her 13 things, facts, and like my wishes and my facts
She,
for her.
Yeah, she did.
and I want
Well,
to
let's-
read that list to you.
Well, that's for you and your daughter. That's for you and your daughter, though. That should be personal between y'all
It's
Right,
not that
right.
because it'll have more meaning.
No, it's not that personal. It's what I feel like what everybody should.
Like number 1, use protection. Number 2,
Yes.
No,
Yes. Yes. That was my list, actually.
That was it. That was the first thing on your list and the last thing on your list.
Yes.
Use protection.
If some things up, use protection.
I remember
Well,
three things. One was perfect is boring.
Your
And
favorite thing about yourself is that you're married to me, Chew?
And use
Aw.
Chu's trying to get some points in here, so let's get Chu some points.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah,
you
Chew,
know.
you're trying a little too hard, my man.
Play something there, Rod. You gotta play something for Chew just for that.
Well, I was trying to find something, but I was just.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
all. I
Yeah,
got.
there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
That's great.
Later on, though, Chu and Mal.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be in the boom
No,
room.
he's trying to make up because we had a fight earlier.
Now it's coming in with a hand signal. It's gesturing.
What
somewhat.
was the fight over whether or not you should actually publicly admit you're drinking a bush beer? Or?
Yes, actually, that was part of it. That was 100%.
Don't go
part of the
show with
problem.
that. Do not go on the show. Oh, hi Vanessa.
on,
Thanks,
don't
Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
100% that was part of the problem was that I was having a bush beer.
But that's always
So,
good.
yeah, that didn't go
Her
well.
motto is always good.
oh, another one I said,
Oh,
never
here we go.
never doubt who you are. You already know who you are. Do not let anybody else tell you who you are. That was one of my things I told her.
Deep thoughts. By
Your
Jack.
name is Sharon.
Deep thoughts. Deep thoughts by Shannon.
Your name is Sharon. She's not listening
Refer
anymore.
back to 1. Use protection.
Yeah, right. Number 1, and the last whatever
No,
number it is.
and one of them was, this was a fact. I told my daughter, I'm like, you hung the moon. You are the stars, the moon, everything. Do not let anybody else tell you you're not.
I did not hang the moon.
Well, my daughter did.
Deep thoughts
We're
by
doing,
Shannon.
we're doing a We Are the World remake here.
Deep thoughts by Shannon Handy.
And
Note
another
to self.
one was like,
You shouldn't day drink and then go on to you later on and talk about urinating and how to fill it up with other individuals.
Rod J, what are you gonna do?
It's the teachery kind of way.
Practicality of it
I'm
is
gonna go right
not-
ahead.
All
not
right,
existent.
We gotta go.
well, maybe for Todd and Shannon.
And my Rod J shirt right here. Look, I'm wearing this Rod J shirt.
You're wearing
I
it,
am wearing my Rod J shirt.
You are wearing it.
You are wearing it. You're wearing it fiercely.
Very fierce.
Go ahead and rock that shirt.
Very fierce.
Can't get the dangles right.
Ta-da! Oh, she got out.
Good night, Shabon!
Just a minute ago, for sure.
I'm going down and getting in the hammock and
Oh, I'm glad you finished that.
I'm glad I have answered all of the questions to the fullest of my ability.
Joe, I want to know more about your answers.
Good night.
The best thing about myself is that
It's not
I
her
join the
title.
Rod J show once every 6 months now.
Yes.
That is not the best thing about
Eat
yourself.
nachos and Scotland
It's
are brewed
about
a pickle
yourself,
sour beer.
not about Rod J's show. but-
It's the simple things, Chew.
It is the simple things. I just reviewed a pickle sour beer that was fantastic if you like dill pickles. And,
Oh, that sounds terrible, Joe. That sounds
oh, it's
terrible.
fucking
I
fantastic.
love dill pickles.
You
I
gotta
don't
get
like
the cigarette
Which
lighter.
review
There was
did-
so
I
much
didn't
garlic
see
in it too. Oh my god!
I didn't see that one
Garlic's
yet.
okay,
What
but
one is
dill
that?
pickles, no, not so much.
Todd, I might need you to stop talking right now. Just in general.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
You
Here's
not
it.
you do not like dill pickles?
All right, here's the beer question. what do you see as the latest trend to hit this summer in the beer world?
Yeah.
For me, the latest thing that I'm seeing is a lot of these breweries coming out with these juicy IPAs, but they're using actual juice in them, which
Yeah,
I'm
fuck you,
not feeling as much
What?
about some of the stuff that I've had from some of these, but they're actually kind of making them juice IPAs.
I'm seeing a lot of these like fruity wheat ales. Oberon came out with a mixed variety pack.
Hey,
Southern Tier, now fuck
we don't
Oberon.
bad, we don't bad,
Joe's
we don't
favorite.
bad
Joe's
mouth.
Oberon can get fucked 7 different ways to Sunday.
Joe's
Okay,
favorite.
fuck that beer.
We don't bad mouth Oberon around here.
Oberon sucks so much; it's unbelievable.
Joe, what's your? What was the one off of in that pack you hate? I was like,
Oh, the
Cherry-
fucking
was it
cherry
cherry?
one. The cherry one
Yeah,
had less
cherry, yeah.
flavor than the regular Oberon. I'm not sure how.
So terrible.
It was
Like,
bad.
I'm going lower than the regular.
Yeah, I was
base.
like, I don't know how you can add cherry and make it like have less flavor, but they successfully accomplished that. So
Have you
They
not had
did
the
it.
Sam?
They
Have
did
you
it.
not had the Sam Adams cherry wheat? Tastes like medicine.
yeah, no, that's very
Yeah, that was-
medicinal.
Yeah.
But Sam Adams came out like a fruit beer pack too, like a variety pack. Southern Tier came out with that summer wheat ale pack. Like there's a lot of like these fruity wheat beers that are like 5% that I'm seeing a lot of the bigger breweries come out with. Like they're kind of going nuts with them. So I don't know. I feel like that's the style that I've seen a lot so far.
So the thing I've noticed, and it might just be the Midwest, because I know you guys are based elsewhere, but a lot of breweries are having a bit of a tough time right now. And I've been noticing a lot of lager beers, cream ales,
Yes.
things like that.
Yes.
Specifically because hops are so expensive. So I've definitely been seeing a lot of breweries scaled back on the super hoppy beers, at least in the Midwest, because of the cost.
Mhm.
And because people won't buy a $12 beer when they can have a $4 beer or, whatever. But the lagers and the light beers have been selling better recently because I think a lot of folks are having money issues.
Oh well,
So-
yeah, some in the economy. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I would agree with that.
it might be a Midwest thing. I don't know how you guys are doing on the East Coast, but on the
No, I
Midwest,
feel that
we're
way,
definitely
too.
seeing some money issues.
Well, I mean, till breweries start
Saying
making
that,
Bush
I went-
beer. I mean,
Mallory, that wasn't me.
I
That
swear
was
to
not
God,
me.
I swear to God,
Wasn't
you
me.
guys are gonna kill me. I didn't
You
say
realize
anything.
I'm
having another craft beer. Like I'm not having. I
Not
had
saying
that because it was the lowest ABV in my fridge. That was
Yeah,
the
I mean, we got
lowest
excuses for everything. Yep.
what are you gonna say, Todd?
If I hadn't been day drinking all day, I wouldn't have done a Bush beer. It's true.
Are you sure about that?
But yeah,
I mean, Bush isn't
I
Bush
was at a
isn't
point
random.
that I couldn't really.
At some point, you have Bush in the house.
Honestly, at
At
that
some
point.
point, you have Bush in the house there. So
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, I blame you for that. You know that. It
That
tastes
didn't-
wet.
that
You
didn't
heard
break
him on my
the
reviews. He's
threshold
like,
on
"Oh, this one
accident."
tastes wet. This one tastes interesting." He doesn't know. So we have the other beers. We
Don't
have
blame
the
it on
other
you.
beers.
It's not here. Come on,
But
shoot.
and
Come
he's
on.
listening to me say
You
this.
just don't know,
He
okay?
knows. But
do not.
when I've gotten to a certain point, I don't notice the taste of a beer anymore. So honestly, a Busch Light actually fit me
Wow.
really well when I was
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, because Bush beer doesn't really taste like anything in general.
oh, we got
Very
a chew left side of the
Okay.
body.
That is a sexy elbow, let me
Oh,
tell you.
choose here.
Yes, it is.
He's
Look at
been
that
working
elbow.
out. He's been working out. He's doing
You know,
curls.
there's the
He's like
elbow.
he's doing the chicken dance over there. I mean, himself
Okay,
down.
he's giving me all sorts of things.
Mostly Bush beer, I'd assume.
One of them is Bush.
Good call, Joe. Good call.
I've already set that aside.
The other one is Bush, also.
Yeah, I
The
said
second one is a Crystal Lake Brewing Company Wake Maker, which is a heavy West Coast IPA, and I seriously don't want a West Coast IPA right now.
One is Bush and the other's not
The
Bush,
third
is what you're saying.
Right.
The third one is
Oh,
from
she got
Scorched
third.
Earth, which I love Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth is amazing. If you haven't been to Chicago, you have to check out Scorched Earth because they're phenomenal. But they have, Hey Chicago, what do you say? This is a Pilsner. It's a 4.7, and it's beautiful.
It's a better tasting Busch.
Excellent Pilsner.
I like Vanessa's idea. She says,
yeah.
Apparently,
Vanessa says shotgun that Busch.
Yeah.
I like
Hey, Chicago,
idea.
what do you say? Shotgun that Busch is what they're saying.
So, Chew just shouted through the door.
Shotgun the Busch, like Vanessa called it.
Chew just shouted through the door that I don't get to pick. It's up to you guys. So I have the Busch.
You clearly drink the Busch. It's the best beer there.
The Crystal Lake West Coast IPA, and I have the Hey Chicago, what do you say? Which is Pilsner.
I think
and I apparently don't get to pick my next beer, according to Chew. So, lovely, beautiful, wonderful Pilsner from Scorched Earth.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
West Coast IPA that I don't want, and a Busch Light that I don't, or no, just Busch that I don't.
Yeah, that's not a Busch Light. Like that actually tastes like water. Busch Light doesn't exist.
We've got Busch.
I think the most refreshing beer is clearly going to be that Busch, and you're at a point where you need a refreshing beer and a palate cleanser.
Yeah, you might as well shotgun it like Vanessa.
Yeah, and if you could drink it the quickest way possible, just chug it. Either way you look at it.
You never shotgun a beer?
What does that involve? What's shotgunning?
You take out a 12 gauge, and there's
you take the can. You got your keys there, or whatever. You poke something at the bottom of the can to open up a hole. Then you hold it to your mouth, and you pop the top, and it rushes all down the beer down your throat.
I'm in a carpeted
right down the throat.
That is my craft room, so I can't really be making a mess.
Right down the throat hole.
You put a towel down.
I don't have a towel.
Chew, we need a towel, Chew. That's the next thing. Where's the towel at?
I want the Scorched Earth one.
Oh, we got an Australian in the chat, and Sam Smalley.
See that? Sam's in the house. Cheers,
he will clarify that Foster's is Australian for beer.
Now you're just trying to start shit right now.
Oh.
But just to Joe's point earlier, because I feel like Joe was throwing out some of that hate there towards the Oberon.
No, I wasn't. I definitely was 100%. Let me say this. When I
have 3 beers in my hands,
they got the variety pack out right now.
Yeah, no, I bought it, and the cherry one's worse than the regular Oberon.
I never had the cherry, but I heard the mango habanero was actually.
I'm going to save that for last because that's the saving grace, hopefully, of that fucking pack. But I'll tell you what. You know what's funny, Rod? So I re-reviewed it because I reviewed it the first year that I had my channel, right? So I re-reviewed it almost 5 years later, and I'm still obviously not a fan of it, right? Almost every single person that said they enjoyed the beer in the comments, they said, you know why they enjoyed the beer? Because it signifies the beginning of warmer weather, and it just screams summer. Well, that's great.
That for years.
I know, but here's the thing. That doesn't make the beer good. That's it's summer's here, guys. Fucking Oberon's out. It just means it signifies that warmer weather's here. Technically, it's spring because it comes out. Yeah, it is spring. That's what I said. That's what I said. But everyone else said summer. But either way, it's a shit.
They get it late. They get it 3 months late.
Okay, Joe, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, Mallory. I just have to. There's hate in my valve right now for Oberon. I gotta go nuts.
What I have to do?
Yes. Oh, hang on. Okay, so she's shotgunning it.
So I feel like
a towel and a knife. He shouldn't be giving me sharp things right now.
No, that's ill advised.
Yeah, I felt like it was like a shining or something taking place there for a second. So the can, you turn it sideways. You poke the bottom of the can away from the top part.
Nope.
Not the bottom.
The top
of the bottom. Yeah, right like that.
Yeah.
Make a hole.
Okay. All right. It's all right. It's all right.
Sorry.
No,
it happens. Take the hole. You put it to your mouth. And then you pop the top of the can and you chug. And it just
I heard you laughing downstairs.
Hold on, we're gonna get you to the big
screen.
Get you to the big screen here. There we go.
I don't think I want this in big screen.
All right, so yeah.
Do it, man.
Then you gotta turn your head. Yep.
Pop it.
There you go. Chug, 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 chug.
She is
the best thing I've seen all night. Yeah.
Right?
Trooper. Yeah. That was a trooper right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
My valve just twitched a little bit.
It's a big belch. The big belch coming up.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
She's like, please don't let me vomit everywhere.
I bet she was getting excited downstairs.
Like 60. Yeah. Right. Pause. Gotta pause.
She said instead of chug or a very long sip. You've completed it.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
Because that's how we do.
Good job, Mal. Good job.
Good job.
No belch? Wow, I'm
I was
impressed.
gonna say,
Well, not yet anyway, soon.
And that'll be his shorts coming out. Mal doing the first official. If I can remember where the minutes were on here. And you shotgun your first beer.
I apparently have.
She
I
honestly
didn't know
did a
that
better
was.
job than the vast majority of
Okay.
people who I've seen do it for the first time ever. Like, that was pretty good.
Oh,
Good job,
yeah.
Mal. Good job.
Most of them like waste half the beer with they don't even know how to like puncture the can, and they just lose half of it, and they're like, what do I do now?
Honestly, when I punctured the can, it did spray on my skirt a little bit, and I was like, "Oh shit, I got beer all over my skirt," and I didn't want to, but
It can spray.
Good thing Shannon's not here to
That's what she said.
dive deeper.
Yeah, it
You
was.
see, there's a practical way for it to spray on your skirt. I
So
don't know the practical way.
Mal did it like a champ, as opposed to some people, like Joe was mentioning, that struggle with it when they first try to do it. And I'll give you an example of how it can look.
Oh, I wanted to.
You fool! What the hell happened? What just happened? I can't see.
See, so you did better than that. So
I did better than that. Thank you. That was an awful lot of beer, though.
All said longest shotgun ever. I was probably, but
Yeah.
it was successfully completed.
I apologize that I took too long. I didn't know what I was doing, so I
See
hope
that?
it was okay.
That's why
First
Paul's
time,
an
no,
asshole.
first
See
time.
now, Mallory, you said Paul's not. You wouldn't call Paul an asshole. Well, that's Paul being an asshole right there in the best
is
way
it?
possible. Yeah, that's Paul. That's Paul.
Oh, Paul.
We love Paul, but Paul's an asshole.
yeah. See, next time we'll have you do the bong.
I didn't mean to mess it up. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
the
Did
bomb.
I
You
do it wrong?
didn't mess it up. You successfully
you were good.
completed it a
No, you
little
did.
bit
You're
longer
good.
than the normal person would take.
See,
Even
we
Shu asked if it was a very long sip, which is justified, that question
You're
being
good.
asked.
But again, I've never done that, so you know, I'm glad
I do only shotgun shroom
finished the
triple IPAs.
can, but
He did.
So what is Paul? Pause here. Craft Pilsner ruining the industry. We still got a lot of beer
I
selection.
totally want this one next. By the way, hey Chicago, what do you say? From Scorched Earth. Fuck yeah, that Pilsner is amazing.
You guys got a Chicago lager that just came out too for one of the brewers. I didn't put it in beer news, but I had it on my Twitter page. Forgot about that.
I thought the cheap beer in Chicago isn't it old style. Don't you guys rock old
There's
style?
there's some Chicago lager beer they released.
Paul, you're ruining my industry. You were mean. Apparently, I didn't know you were mean at first, but you said you were mean. So
I'm still shocked you guys have like a more than one Bush beer in your house.
She bought a 30-pack at one point because we were going to give it to
With
my
Chapel.
sister, and then we couldn't get to my sister, and then we just had it.
Yeah.
Didn't know what else to do with it.
Well, yeah.
We found out now what you can do. You can shotgun them. You don't have to worry about dealing with it. Just
Paul,
get out
it's
the way.
Paul's
There you
hashtag Bush peach now. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, we
it's
have
peach.
9 cases of craft beer in the house, and then we have a 30-pack of Bush Light. And
So you're saying I need to bring a bag next week?
ABV.
I need to bring an
Mal,
extra
told
bag
you
next
what to do
week.
with that problem.
We had a Bush beer.
Oh no, it was for beer in front. She said
Yeah.
it was for beer in front when he was doing all the OG beers, like
Oh
the,
yeah.
So we bought the 30-pack and we
Mhm.
still had it in the house from.
Choose
when-
a real good liar.
Huh?
Good luck.
Good job, Chew. Good job.
Yeah,
Chew.
come on. We got you, Chew. I don't, caught in your own web of
I
lies.
thought
That's
it
a
was
military,
my-
Vanessa. We were doing shotgunning back in high school.
But we don't ever buy Bush. I mean, he buys Bud Light sometimes.
Well,
but
nobody admits to buying Bush, just like nobody
no.
admits to buying Celine
That's
Dion.
it.
I mean,
Well,
somehow
we bought that one
Celine
for-
Dion's a hot selling artist, but nobody
How
says
did
they ever
this-
bought her album.
Right.
How did this 30 pack of Bush end up in my fridge, guys? I have no idea.
Oops.
We don't question when new beer appears in the fridge. We just have it.
Somebody
Fell
must have
off the
placed
truck.
it there.
We've
An
learned
entire
not to
30 pack.
question new beers in the fridge.
Bush Coast
We don't have
IPA
food in
lager.
the fridge. We just have beer.
Is that the Covey?
If Bush ever came out with an IPA lager, that'd be hilarious. Cooley. Hey, man, don't do it. Too late,
JT was like,
You're a
yeah.
little late there, JT.
It's tough to stop peer
All right,
pressure.
JT,
I need to go. I need to go.
Yeah, you're like on overtime.
Yeah, I
now,
know.
right?
It's
Yeah, right. Joe's making double time right now.
yeah.
Like, no.
Unfortunately, I'm not making anything right now. So
I mean, I
Well,
did
thanks,
my
Joe.
best.
Thanks, Joe.
Everybody like Joe really likes his job tonight. He's
I'm
really
actually-
getting stuff
right.
done. Yeah.
I'm actually about to jump off too myself. So
what did
Okay.
you guys learn? A lot of different things.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap it up because I gotta go to work in the morning
No,
too.
I'll wait for you to
Rajay,
shut it down if you're going to
hold
shut it
up
down.
1 second, Rajay. I just want to say, a lot of times, as a woman in the beer industry in several different capacities, I feel like I'm not doing good enough, and so this shotgunning thing kind of.
What do you mean not doing good
a little
enough?
bit, but well, like I feel like imposter syndrome. It's imposter syndrome. And
Why?
I know a lot of people experience it, and I mean, people going for promotions or whatever in their own industries. It doesn't matter. Everyone experiences imposter syndrome sometimes, and sometimes, like especially with this little moment, I was like, I never did that in college. I don't know how that works. I have to figure that out right now. So there's a little, even at the age of 40, and people, I know there's people watching. Think about this. At the age of 40, I can still feel imposter syndrome. I know other people do too.
Utes. You're
Confident in
Utes.
yourself and be strong with yourself and understand that it's cool if you don't know how to do something and you do your best. That Bush Light was atrociously terrible tasting, by the way.
Yeah, it's Bush.
When you're having that much, it was
happens.
atrocious.
I'm not gonna say you're gonna
But-
find it at Ruth Chris or anything, but yeah, it's just,
But yeah, I did give in to peer pressure, which I'm fine with. I don't mind that because I love you guys, so I'm not concerned about you. But I had a little bit of imposter syndrome there, so I will admit that freely that I had a nervous moment where I was like, I'm not doing the right thing. So
no, you were.
Oh,
you
you
were
did the right thing, all right.
You were fine.
Oh,
I'm
thank
worried
you.
about Chew. Like Chew. Like
Yeah.
seriously, you're just gonna give her a knife and a beer can and a towel
Yeah, that
and run
was-
away.
Yeah.
That was. Oh my-
a knife and a towel.
I
and a
expect
Like-
a little bit more out of an individual who loves nachos as much as he does. Like he should have been a
Yeah,
little
right.
smarter.
Right, Joe. Yeah.
It's
I
ridiculous.
love that another human being, seeing how drunk I
mean-
was before that, is going to give me a knife and a beer and a towel, and I'm just like, what
At
am I
the
supposed
at
to
the
do?
least, I'd expect them to at least give you a Google page with the image of how you do it. Or something.
I'm just glad when Rod was giving you instructions and he accidentally said you have to puncture it from the bottom, you didn't actually just instantly do it.
exactly
Because then he had to correct himself because he's like, yeah, you just puncture it from the bottom. I'm like, yeah.
Right, right.
from the top of the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would've
So
been
thank you guys for talking me
She
through my
knew.
very
She
first-
knew. She was just playing.
Did a great job.
playing
Well,
it up.
you hang out long enough, we'll take you down all kinds of bad roads for sure.
And that
Right.
and that is exactly the type of beer you shock
Hey,
us. So congratulations
Rod,
on picking the
for
best
sure.
way to do it.
Rod, Joe, but all of ya, have you been deported before?
I have not been deported.
Okay.
No.
Have you been
No.
arrested before?
Technically, kind of,
No.
but it was
yeah.
when I
I
was
think I
younger.
still got full snaps.
It was
on
also
this
when I
one.
was younger.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I was
Arrested
of
and
age.
deported. I beat you all. So.
I mean,
So now
Thank you,
you're
Jake.
bad at
I didn't get chased down
Smells
by the
bad.
26-year-old fucking Channing Tatum individual that's on the police force. Like that didn't happen to me. At
I've
least.
never had a skinny cop chase me down because the fat guy couldn't run.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I can run, you fool. I can run that one.
No,
yeah.
the fat guy stayed with the kids who decided not to run.
Oh,
We
fat
were-
guys aren't going to run. No, those are
No,
usually the ones that-
as a fat guy, yeah, we might briskly walk at
Yeah.
the best. Like
they might throw a baton at you and try to
Hey,
trip you up.
But you ain't
yeah.
gonna be the fastest. You're just gonna be faster.
Vanessa,
than
congrats on your
guy.
first shotgun.
Oh, JT, I'm not leading you down dark roads.
I like how Mallory's like, "Oh, I got imposter syndrome. I don't know what to do with this
No,
with this
Paul.
bush shotgun." Meanwhile, arrested, as JT says, deported, arrested at 16 for smoking. Like, what are we talking about right now?
See, Paul would have had it all over you. He said, "Shake it first, really hard."
Yeah, that's it.
Paul likes to shoot it everywhere. That's what he does.
Paul likes to shoot it everywhere. You got about it right.
Vanessa, would that have helped with
Shoots
the
it everywhere.
shotgun?
Longest shotgun ever. That's all right. We'll get on this, and we'll get on the bong, then we'll get on to the leader boot challenge. So, was that a White Claw in that video? White Claw was actually earlier from Emerson drinking White Claw, but we didn't have that on video.
That's true.
Joe only shotguns triple IPAs by True.
Fucking salmon, Josh. Troon's like a super hype brewery in New Jersey
Yeah.
that fucking they have like these small smaller releases. So Josh is always like, "That's all Joe drinks is Troon." I'm like, I don't even fucking know how to get Troon.
Okay,
But
He's right. The bigger it is because you have a bigger space.
Yep.
And
Right.
I don't think I punctured enough for the chug to be fast.
But you're taking baby
So-
steps. You're just learning.
Yeah, you
So,
can't, dive
But I
headfirst in the deep
appreciate
end.
what Vanessa's saying. I'm thinking, oh, if I had like punctured and then turned,
Right.
maybe I would
Yeah.
have had a faster chug.
Yeah, that would have
So
been better.
But we
thinking
weren't
about
trying to
that
get you to the advanced stage yet. We had to
And
get
to
you in
be
the first
fair,
stage.
You've been day drinking, so like
Yeah.
to
I
add
was.
that extra layer and step,
Our,
Brett
Anyways,
really didn't compute.
our main goal was to make sure you didn't miss the can and like stick yourself. 'Cause
Yeah.
Apparently, Chu didn't care about that because he just
Yeah.
ran back downstairs.
She
So-
was just like, "Let me give my significant other this sharp object while she's hammered, and we'll figure it out later."
Yeah, and
You
then said,
bet, you
"Have
bet,
fun,
Spencer, you
sweetie." Like,
Pure
She still
fat.
has it too. It's like he didn't come back and get it. She still has it.
you haven't taken it away yet.
Right? Clean, successful attempt. That's what matters.
He probably made himself a plate of nachos and he's enjoying
It's
them.
okay. I have his.
Yes, that's it,
headphones
JT.
here.
Chicago's very own lager by Metropolitan.
Wait,
They just
wait,
came
you
out
guys
with.
see the Beats headphones? These
Beats
are
by
his
Chew?
headphones. So I have the
The Beats
nice
by Chew.
headphones.
Part of Dre's empire.
Yeah, the Chew's getting a little residual off. No big deal.
We could teach calculus on that shotgun. Yeah.
I love how Vanessa always works math into it. I love it.
She
Oh,
loves
yeah.
math. Loves
I
math.
know, I know.
Our
Great
Christians
math.
She also
practice.
didn't say hi to me earlier. She said hi to everyone else but me. So yeah,
I thought she
I'll-
came back. I thought she came back and said hi to you. I thought.
No, she didn't. It's okay. I said hi to her though.
His first time shotgunning was more messy. That makes me happy.
Simple math teacher here. Nothing simple about you, Vanessa.
But he didn't bleed, and I still have a knife.
Poorly posed as a
The
human.
unfortunate thing is, if I cut myself, that could be a problem. So I'm not.
Yeah.
There's no sharp knives for me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Paul's one of the V people from back in the day.
That's
serious. Well, I got a beard at the
Get rid
show.
of the knife, guys.
Yeah, Mal. Yeah, deported, arrested, 16, busted for smoking. Mal's leading the U.S. down some dark roads, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things I learned about Mallory
I stay
tonight,
there,
and one of them
listen.
is not to mess with her. That's pretty much, unless she has bush beer, that you mess with.
Told you going to get asked to go to community college.
But I do
soon.
drinking games with KSB. So.
White Claw Raid. So Emerson's still drinking some of the White Claw. So yeah,
Oh, he's still going real hard.
I
Pinky
was
out.
asked to join 2 sororities. I turned them down because I didn't want to pay their fees.
I do no run. I just shoot
It's a
them.
lot of expense.
Nobody comes out to the woods where you're at, Paul. Though You're in
I
the
did
woods.
once, and it was it happened. Things happen. A lot of things happen.
Joe, you joined a sorority?
No, he went to go see
only
Paul
in
the
my
woods.
wildest imagination. I think that's a movie.
No,
Oh,
it's
Brutal,
white
I
chicks. I don't get
apologize.
to join
Vanessa.
that
Oh,
one.
thank you, Vanessa. I'm just joking around anyway.
Beer collab with WGN TV. Not sure how it works. So yeah. I knew they had a beer coming out with Chicago's own lager. So
WG.
no, great
It's old
stuff.
style.
Great having everybody on. It was great. Joe hung in, even though he's still in overtime right now. Just hanging.
Yeah,
out
I'm not
with us.
getting paid.
I mean,
I've
everybody
explained this.
double time on chatting. Why not? You know?
Yeah.
Why not?
Joe,
We-
can you do the video now?
No.
Oh,
Works. I'm not gonna. Not from work.
I feel like since Joe's here, I gotta go out with the video.
Oh, baby,
that
we're
you
doing
guys
some
can
little bit
enjoy.
nothing rolls, baby. A little bit of
I've-
hard times, baby.
Here we go.
Let's see here.
Another strap match.
I feel like it's just
Friday
for
night.
Joe that he needs to have this because
Just
Joe's not here all the time, and Joe loves it. And Joe enjoys it, and we enjoy having Joe here, of course. So,
I like Joe here.
but thanks for everybody that tuned in. No
It was
show
all right.
next week. I'll be in Chi-Town, so hopefully get some video stuff with some of the people here. See Mal maybe and Chew
I
and
think we should still do the
others
thing
will come
on
in.
Thursday. I think you should cancel whatever's Thursday, and we should
Yeah,
still do it live.
Forget
gonna
your
be-
work. It's stupid.
I'm going to be on a boat out in wherever on the Great Lake. I'm
Okay.
going
I'm
to
on a boat.
probably go with that. Boats
There you
and
go.
hose.
There you go.
So
Boats and hose. Okay.
Fair enough.
isn't that Step Brothers? Boats and hose, Step Brothers.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Boats and hose.
yeah.
I was just doing the I'm on the boat. I'm on a boat.
Saturday Night Live.
With,
That
with
was it.
T-Pain. Yeah.
Yeah, with T-Pain. Yeah,
Lonely
yeah.
Island. I'm on a boat.
Yeah, you motorboating son of a bitch. That being said, thanks for everybody tuned in. We'll be back in 2 weeks here, but other some
2
good
and
stuff
2.
coming. And before we go, this is for Joe, the Beer Patrol.
Yeah, it's Rick there, please.
Yes, it is.
There have been many times you and I have gone round and round, and we've bled the same blood in the same muds. But this time it's all about business, Jack.
Well, let's do it.
You and I, Friday night, Daddy, at the Fulton County Stadium. The Great American Bear. Dusty rides on the edge of a lightning bolt with a silver saddle, Daddy. Now you come on down there with your limousine and your horsemen. Bring your A-game. Yeah, it's Rick there, please.
This is.
It's time for you to meet your maker in the American dream. Dusty Rhodes is up for the challenge.
I think the American Dream's barking up the wrong tree.
We'll see if your blood is as red as mine, Mr. Flares.
We will find out indeed, sir.
That's right, Friday night in Flint. You a yellow dog. You hung your phone up on me.
May I take a message?
Yes. Tell him this is Big Dust, the American dream.
Big Duft, the American Dream?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a friend of his?
More of a nemesis, I guess you could say.
Are you Bob Klepak's friend?
I do not know who this Klepak fella is. All I know is that the other night, when Rick hit me from behind, I saw where the line was drawn, and now, Friday night at Starcade, myself. Hey, where did you go, baby dog? That bicycle, he's got a bicycle.